What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
Hello. Okay, chat, bear with me. I have a bit of a technical gear malfunction because my microphone arm just decided to well, not my microphone arm, but the microphone attachment thingy decided to let loose, so my microphone just suddenly fell down. But it's all good now. I think it's nice and tight and secure again, so that's all good. But I grabbed my microphone arm and my mic was like, oh no, broop, and it just went limp. Just like that. What is not limp is the stream today. I don't know where I'm going with this sentence. I thought I was gonna make a sort of like a nice segue, but I actually have no idea where I'm going with this. Hi, hello. It's me, the person that sometimes says things without thinking about them and then starts a sentence and has no idea where the sentence is gonna go. Hi, it's me. Welcome on in. Bitchy and Nav, good to see you. Hello. Hope you guys are both doing good. And of course, everyone else that's here already, thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing good today on this Wednesday, hump day, inching closer to the weekend once again. I hope everyone is having a good one. And again, thank you for being here. Let's have a fun stream, shall we? Let's have a fun stream. Before we do that, though, I'm gonna say good evening, everyone. Good evening and good time zone to all of you. How is everyone doing today? My name is MrJordilicious. Welcome to the stream on this Wednesday, July 16th, 2025. Hello. July 16th, chat. It's already halfway through July. Time is going fast. I don't know what's happening. I don't know where time went, but time is going fast. We're already halfway through July. But I hope everyone is doing good. I hope you're all having a good Wednesday and a good week as well. Of course, we saw each other last Monday when we played some very fun games of Peak with some friendos. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, here we are again today. Playing a completely different game. Today we're going to play a scary game again. We're going to continue with Dead Space. We started that, I guess I want to say like maybe 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. No, last week. I think we started that last week. Yeah, at some point last week we started with Dead Space. And yeah, I'm kind of excited and happy to be continuing with that. Also slightly nervous because it is a bit of a scary game. So I'm a little bit nervous to continue with it, but I'm sure it's going to be fun. I'm sure it's going to be fun. And I have you guys here with me. So that's going to help to make it, well, hopefully not as scary as the game actually is. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing good. I hope you all had a good Wednesday. If you had to work today, I hope you had a good day at work. If you were at home or chilling or doing other things, I hope you still had a good day. Or if you just wake up or you're about to have like lunch, you know, if you're in a different time zone, I hope that you have a good rest of your day and a good beginning of the day. Yeah, my day has been kind of okay. My day has been okay. I was working this, well, basically all day. Then I got home. I had some dinner, which Peter already lovingly has made. We had some tiny meatballs with some rice and some veggies. So that was really nice. We had some cabbage, and he made like a little sort of like coleslaw. Not like, you know, maybe not a traditional coleslaw, but, you know, it was still like, you know, with some cabbage and some yogurt and some spices. So it was still good. So yeah. Yeah. Hope everyone else is doing good as well. Yeah. So yeah, today we're gonna do some more Dead Space. I don't know if it's an actual thing, but queer people either love horror with a passion or the complete opposite. So, okay, so I don't know if it's an actual thing as well. So I myself, and it might sound very, like, you know, confusing since I'm going to be playing a scary game, but I don't, believe it or not, I don't actually like scary games. I'm not a huge fan of them. I don't enjoy horror movies. You know, I've watched horror movies in the past and got like, you know, massive nightmares from them. So I'm not a huge fan of scary games. So that's why I was kind of hesitant at first to play Dead Space, because I was like, okay, well, that's a scary game and I don't necessarily like scary games. So am I going to enjoy this game? But then I looked it up and people said that, oh, well, I found one article of someone saying that Dead Space is apparently not as scary as some other games. So I was like, okay, well, if it's not that bad, then maybe I'm gonna give it a try. And so far, I don't think it's too scary. It's just like, you know, it's got like this scary, the atmosphere is just kind of, like, you know, kind of scary. But the game itself is not too bad. It's not too bad. So yeah. For me, I love supernatural horror media. So like, you know, like ghosts and like other scary things that you can't explain, those kind of things. So not like the gory things or like the jump scare horror necessarily. Yeah, like I've played Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 on stream here on the channel. If you want, you can check them out. You can check the VODs on my VOD channel on YouTube if you want to see those streams at some point. But I have played those, and a friend of mine said that I should really try out Resident Evil 7. But I've seen other people, like I haven't seen the entire game, but like I've seen other people play that game, and I don't know, I've just seen it, and I just think that I would just get nightmares from that game because it's the vibe is just so terrifying. So yeah, but you know what? Who knows? Maybe someday I'll get over my fear and I'll give it a go, because I've also played Outlast, because yeah, that's also a pretty scary game. And I always said, like, oh, I'm never going to play Outlast because that's such a scary game. And then one day I was like, okay, you know what? For a Halloween stream, to do like a scary stream to end the month with, let's play Outlast. Let's just give it a go. And honestly, I kind of, you know, at times, sure, I hated it. But, you know, I kind of enjoyed it. I kind of didn't hate it as much as I thought I would. I've also played Outlast 2. But I never finished it because that game, I don't know, the fact that Outlast 1 took place indoors in like this sort of like insane asylum, and then Outlast 2 took place like more outside. I don't know, I found Outlast 2 to be a lot scarier than Outlast 1. So I've never actually finished Outlast 2, even though I believe that I did get quite far. I don't know why I didn't finish it. I don't think I necessarily didn't finish it because it was too scary. I guess maybe I got distracted with other games, and I just never actually, you know, committed to finishing Outlast. I feel that's kind of what happened, but I'm not sure because it's been such a long time. So yeah, I love a good jump scare, but supernatural as ghosts, ghouls, demons, etc. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so a long time ago, when I was still a younger puppy, I watched a movie called The Neighbors in cinema with a friend at the time of mine. She was like, "Oh, you want to go to the movies with me?" And I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure, I guess. Yeah, we can do that." So we went to the movies, and I wasn't necessarily sure that we were gonna watch a super scary movie. But like that movie, like it definitely gave me, it definitely gave me like anxiety for like, you know, a month or so after that. Like I still lived at home at the time, and I remember that I was like so terrified of going like, you know, in our backyard in the dark to like, you know, bring in the laundry or like bring in the trash can or something like that. Because like it was already dark, and I was like, oh man, I have to go outside in the backyard in the dark, and I can't see a thing, and it's super scary, and I didn't like it. So yeah, in my opinion, it's hard to bring an asylum into horror spaces. Can either be massive success or massive failure. Yeah, and like I do think that it's definitely a it's like a space, like a location or like a setting. It's definitely a setting that has been used so often. What game were we? Oh yeah, we were playing Alone in the Dark recently, like a couple of weeks ago. And there was also like one section of that game that took place not necessarily in an asylum, but like in a sort of abandoned hospital kind of setting. And like it instantly gives you that sort of scary vibe of like, oh yeah, this is an abandoned hospital, so you know the vibe itself is just instantly sort of scary. But I do agree that it's definitely you know, like it's been used so often, so yeah, it might not always have the scare factor that maybe some people would want. So yeah, I get what you mean. Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning, chat. I'm yawning, even though I'm not necessarily that tired. I'm just a little bit tired, just a little bit tired. But yeah, so but like, you know, I guess a abandoned spaceship like we have in Dead Space is also maybe a bit you know, a bit like, you know, been there, done that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think the game is like super scary. It's just like Dead Space is just the atmosphere is just sort of frightening and scary. And like, you know, sometimes you have jump scares, and I never really like jump scares. So there's also that. But other than that, I don't think Dead Space is too scary a game. So I'm actually happy with that. One thing that they do though, that I don't know, I'm not necessarily a huge fan of. Sometimes what they do is you go into like an area and you see enemies in the distance, and then suddenly behind you there's also enemies, even though nothing was behind you before, but then they suddenly like spawned behind you and then they attack you, and I'm like, yeah, that's not cool, because there was nothing behind me when I came in, and then all of a sudden there is. So you know, there's that. Hey Blee, hello. Happy National Hot Dog Day. Ooh, I want a hot dog. I haven't had a hot dog in probably a very long time. I can't remember the last time that I had a proper hot dog. But hello, welcome on in. There's not a lot to do in horror media that's unique anymore. Yeah, I guess that's true. Like, you know, so many things have already been done. Also, like the found footage sort of genre. You saw like a big increase in movies and like entertainment products that featured that style of filming. And I guess it, like, you know, back at the time with, I don't even know if this was like the first one, but like the first one that I sort of feel has maybe popularized the genre, but like the Blair Witch Project, it's, you know, that's definitely like a genre that has its charm, I think, but also, like, you know, like you said, it's not unique anymore. So like there were some movies that sort of started with that, But yeah. The most unique horror movie to me is Unfriended. I feel that wait, let me Google that. I feel that I've heard about that Unfriended movie. Oh yeah, I've heard about that movie. I've never seen it though. I've never actually seen it. But I have heard about it, and I think the premise of the movie, the plot of the movie, I thought was like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. That's kind of cool. But I've never seen it. I've never seen it. It's not good, not bad either. Yeah, but like, you know, most unique. Is that a movie that takes place entirely like on a PC screen? Is that like what they do with that movie? Because I've seen, if you like that genre, there are 2 other movies that I can highly recommend that do the same sort of thing. That like, they're not horror movies, but they are really good movies in my opinion. That do the same thing, where like the entire movie takes place basically on a computer screen. And they do it like really cleverly with like, you know, FaceTime calls and webcams and like those kind of things to still sort of show you what's happening. But at the same time, you never really leave, the PC screen, which, you know, I think is like a very clever way of storytelling. And I think it's really, really cool. It's all on the PC screen, Skype call or whatever it is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's 2 other movies. One of them is called Searching, which is a movie that came out in 2018. I watched it recently again. I was home alone and I was watching it. I wasn't really sure what I was gonna do, so I was just chilling on the couch with a movie. And I was browsing through Netflix, and this one came up, and I was like, oh yeah, I've seen that before, but it's such a good movie. I highly recommend that movie. Again, it's not a horror movie. But it is a great movie, and again, it's a movie that takes place, I want to say like 99%, if not 100%, on a computer screen. And it's like really well done. You might say like, oh wait, that's really hard to watch, but it's actually really well done. I saw a Modern Family episode doing that. It was all a FaceTime call. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They also had like an episode of Modern Family doing that exact same thing. Yeah. Which I also like. I feel that it's a very like, I'm very compelled, and I really think it's a very interesting concept of storytelling. So Searching, and there's also a sequel. What is that called? Oh yeah, the sequel is called Missing. So they are technically sequels, but I don't think like the stories themselves are like standalone. I believe so. It's not necessarily that the stories are interwoven, but it is like, you know, by the same sort of like, you know, director and the same people working on it. So Searching and Missing, like 2 movies that I can highly recommend that do that sort of like on-screen storytelling type thing. There was also a movie that I saw a long time ago. What was it called again? Oh man, there was like, I believe it was also like a bit of a horror movie, but more of like a gruesome horror movie, if you will. That I saw a long time ago that also had like an interesting story. What was it? I don't know what it was called anymore. I probably won't be able to find it. Wait, let me Google. Horror movie where people watch a webcam feed and the others die. Can I find it like that? No, I don't think I can find it like that. What is the horror movie when people are on FaceTime? Yeah, that's Unfriended. What is the movie about watching a video then dying? That's The Ring. Yeah, no, that's not the one that I'm looking for. PB Jackson, hello, hard mode. No, I don't think, if you're referring to a movie, I don't think it was that. What was it called again? So the movie was basically about, it was like, you know, a killer that you know, captured people, abducted people. And then he made like a web feed, like a webcam feed, a video feed of those people. And the more people that tuned into the video feed, to the live stream, the faster the person would die in like the most gruesome ways. So imagine, like, you know, imagine watching Twitch, or, you know, like the snuff version of Twitch. And the more people that watch the stream, the faster the person that you see on the live stream dies. That's basically the premise of that movie. And I thought it was an interesting story. It wasn't like necessarily a great movie, but it was definitely an interesting sort of you know, premise. I don't know what it was called anymore. I can't really find it. Movie where people watch a live stream of someone dying. Can I find it like that? That's what you're referring to, the movie Unfriended? Yeah, no, that's not. Yeah, no, that's not the one. That's not the one. Untraceable. I think it was called Untraceable. Wait, let me go to IMDb. IMDb. Untraceable, I think it was called. Untraceable. How do you type that? Yeah, there you go. It's a pretty old movie. It's 2008. Yeah. This is the one. Untraceable. Again, not necessarily like the best movie, but I thought it was definitely an interesting premise. So yeah. How did we get here, Chad? How did we get to talk about movies? Oh yeah, it's response tries. Oh yeah, I see that. But not the same thing. It actually says like two different things. Maybe Bleed Blabs is like drunk. Maybe they're like drunk, or they had too much, I don't know, too much power. It went to their head. But yeah. But today we're not gonna play a horror movie. We are gonna play a scary game though. We're gonna continue with Dead Space. So I'm gonna get ready, boot up the game, and then we can get started. Also, wait, crap! I actually started my VTuber, and then I realized that Dead Space doesn't really work with the VTuber, so I'm gonna have to start up my my PNG Tuber app as well. Otherwise, it's not gonna properly function. There we go. Let's turn this off. I'm sorry, Jet. If you wanted to see Shiny Boy today. Me too. I wanted to see Shiny Boy as well. But you know, Dead Space doesn't really work with the Shiny Boy. So yeah. All right, let me open up the game. Where is it? Here we go. Play. Also, chat, my drink of the stream today is a little cocktail. You know, I am a big boy, so I'm allowed to drink cocktails. It is a Bacardi Tropical Breeze. It's rum with coconut, pineapple, and other tropical flavors. Which I'm kind of like, okay, rum, coconut, or coconut and pineapple. I'm like, okay, well, I guess those are tropical flavors. But what are the other tropical flavors? Like, why can't they name them? Would also be a nice redeem. You switch to the PNG Tuber for a minute. I guess in theory that could work. The only thing is that I would always have to have the PNG Tube app open when I'm streaming, so you know that's the thing, that I would always have the two things open, and I would have to make my scene setup in a way that makes it so that you know, you don't see it until you want to see it. So yeah, in theory it could work, but it would definitely be a bit of a a hassle to set up, I guess. I had a metric ton of tequila shots on Monday. Tequila shots? I'm not a huge fan of tequila. Maybe I've never had proper, like, good tequila, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's not really my drink. I mean, I love a tequila flavor or like infused beer. So like, you know, a Desperados or Corona. You know, I love that. But straight up tequila, it's not really my thing. Peter actually got a for like his birthday from a good friend of ours. He actually got a. What was it? It was tequila mixed or like infused or done something. Done something with, I think like mango. Something like that. And that was actually kind of nice. I didn't hate that. Okay, so chat, look. Wait, I'm gonna first open my drink. But look at this menu screen. Look at this menu screen. What they've done with this game, and I'm still very impressed with that. I think it's super cool. What they've done with this game is that there is no loading screen, okay? So the game is already loaded. We're already in the game. So when I click continue, you will see that it just sort of, the menu fades away and we transition into the game. And like I didn't know that that was a thing, and last time I played this, I saw that. I was like, wow, that's so cool. So let me first take a sip of my drink. Cheers. Ooh, okay, that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. I like it. I like it. That's good. Yeah, it's good. I like it. I like it. I can go in with tequila, but I had a lot of tequila even for me. Alright, look at this. Look at this. Continue. And then it fades out and we're like in the game. That's it. That's it. We can move. We can play. It's that, like, that's literally it. How cool is that? I don't know. I just think, I just get impressed with that. I just think that's like amazing. Alright, we need to go that way. Find Hangar Overseer Volker's rig. So, I don't necessarily, just like the new Mario Kart, you think you see a startup movie switching to the background, but when you press a button, you can just continue that background and drive. Oh, really? Yeah, that's so cool. That's like so cool. Like, it's like such a little thing, because nobody would mind if there was a bit of a loading screen. But I don't know, I just think it's just like very immersive. Because I'm instantly like, oh wow, I'm in the game, look at that. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a big boy. Uh-oh, that's a big boy. Yeah, that's a big boy, chat. Uh-oh.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Yeah, yeah, I guess that is what she said. Okay, we got one limb. We got one of his limbs off. Okay, crap. We need to reload again. Ouch. Okay, I hope I have enough. I hope I have enough ammo for this gun. Crap. Oh wait. How do I? Wait. How do I heal again? Let's see. Heal. Is that a thing? I think it is, right? Let's see. Move left, sprint, look up, look down, interact. Use medpack F. Okay. F. There we go. Ouch. Okay, I'm not out of ammo yet. That's good. Okay, wait. Maybe I should run a little bit further. There we go. Okay, I think I did it. That was also an achievement, so we did it. Quarantine lifted. Well, you know, thank God, because I couldn't handle much more. Okay, I don't think I have a lot of ammo anymore for this gun, though, so that's kind of annoying. Let's see. Do I have a lot of ammo anymore? Plasma round, pulse round. Yeah, okay, I have a little bit. But yeah, that was pretty tricky. I hope we don't get to, we don't have to face them very often, because that was really, really difficult. But we did it! We did it, so that's good. Alright, can we open these? I don't think we can, right? Level 3, no we can't. Okay. But there was a new path that opened for us, so I guess we can go this way. Oh wait, we also have to go that way. Okay, wait, I'm first gonna go here. What is that? Credits? That's it? Yeah, I kind of wished for something more. I have no idea where... Wait, can we check the map? Can we check our map? Where our objective is? It's all the way... Oh, it's actually quite far away. Okay, so maybe we're not going to go there yet, because it is a side mission that I selected. So maybe what I want to do... I have to find her and get us both. Yeah, maybe what I want to do is I'm just going to activate this one. Track objective. Because then I think we need to go this way. Right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. Activate the elevators. Wait, what's this? Oh, elevator control. Activate elevators. I'm first gonna...
It's on the record, Doctor. This is voodoo. The marker must be delivered to the church, whatever the cost. God's sakes, Ben, listen to yourself.
Listen to yourself.
The Ishimura's in crisis, you've cut us off. By Maritime Law Article 5469, I, Dr. Terrence Kine, hereby declare Captain Benjamin Matthias unfit for duty. Heretic! Hold him. Ben, you're not yourself. Let me help you.
Traitors, get your hands off me! This is my ship!
God, he's... You... Ben... You saw I was trying to help him. Doctor, you just killed the captain. We have to take you in. I can't. If the others from the church get a hold of me. Stop!
Okay, wow, that was, okay. Interesting. I don't know what happened there, but it wasn't good. Plasma cutter upgrade graph extended. Alright, we got 2 nodes. We can extend our plasma cutter. Let's see, damage, we can... we already have that. We already have more damage. Let's see, capacity, we can upgrade that. I still love my plasma cutter. Pulse rifle, I kind of want to upgrade as well. So damage we already have. Maybe let's go for capacity here. So let's upgrade that with 1. And maybe our suit. Wait, what size? Stasis zone size. Stasis duration. Stasis energy. Okay, I want to go up though, because I want to get more HP eventually. So let's go up to stasis energy. Alright. So I saw that there was a achievement in the game to play the entire game with just the plasma cutter. I'm kind of glad that I didn't see that achievement sooner, because otherwise I might have wanted to try that, but like, you know, I think it would be really difficult, so maybe it's good that I didn't. Power and restart the ADS cannons. ADS cannons, of course, not ADS. Reroute power from electrical system. Okay, I didn't see what we have to do, but I think we have to go inside the elevator. Alright, activate. Oh wait, where do we want to go? I don't know, where do we want to go? Wait, can we see that? On our map? Do we want to go... Wait, how do I change floor R? Floor 3 or 2? Okay, so we want to go to floor 2, I guess. Okay. Let's go to floor... Oh wait, I already could have seen that because the icon was there. Alright, perfect. Let's go. Alright. Let's see where we need to go. There is a save station here. Let's use that because, you know, I don't want to have to fight that big guy again. So let's save right there. And I've said this before about this game, but I really like it how this game does not really have a... it doesn't really have like a HUD. It doesn't really have a HUD, which I think is kind of cool. And I think they actually did a pretty good job with that as well. Because I think it totally works. Oh wait, we exit. Oh yeah, we exit the vacuum, of course, because the door closed behind us. Okay, I guess that makes sense. All right, entering the vacuum again. I also like this when you are in a vacuum. I think that's actually really cool too, because obviously in a vacuum, there's no sounds. So I think that's actually really cool. Alright. Can I, let's see, can I still use that? Do I have enough ammo for that? Okay, I'm not sure if I have enough ammo, but we'll see. Contact beam. Wait, what is that? Oh, is that a new weapon? Ooh, okay, it does look like a new weapon. Okay, nice. Wait, can I equip that? Let's see. Contact beam, heavy duty energy projector. Alright, I think I'm gonna equip that in lieu of the flamethrower. I think I'm gonna switch that. Let's give it a try. Primary fire, asteroid cutter. Okay, that's pretty powerful, I think. Not sure how useful it's gonna be, but I guess we're gonna find out. Or not. Oh, what the hell? Oh, what the hell? Crap. Crap. Out of ammo. Alright, at least when they're on the ground, you know, they're slightly less terrifying. Still terrifying, but slightly less. Which is good. Alright, we need to go that way, but there's also a door that we can open. But let's first check out, okay, I don't think I want to walk through here. I think that's gonna be a bit of a hazard, so we want to be mindful where we step, I guess, in this room. Let's see, we can't go here because it's locked, but we can go this way. So let's open that up. Ripper blades. What do we have? Bronze semiconductor. Oh, wait, we can't get that. Wait, I can't open this? Wait, do I have anything in my inventory that I can just get rid of? Let's see. What's that? Small mat pack. I mean, I could use that. What is a stasis pack? I could also get rid of a stasis pack, maybe. Let's drop that and let's maybe use that. Right, and then I think I can pick that up and I can open that and pick up the credits. Nice. Okay, let's shoot that. Don't actually know what that did. Maybe I should have checked what that would have done. Because I'm not really sure. Oh, wait. I see the lights is now activated. Oh, wait, this door is now open, I guess. The server maintenance. Scan rig to unlock workstation. I don't know if I can do that. I don't think I can.
Clearance confirmed.
So today at work, I had to do like a sort of like a quiz, if you will. It wasn't necessarily like, you know, a standard quiz, but more. Well, I guess it was a quiz. Because, you know, obviously working in IT, it's very important to make sure that you know, that the company is like compliant with like security and safety regulation and all those kind of things. So we had to do like a sort of like a security quiz to see how much we know about like, you know, security and like, you know, working safely and all those kind of things. Hey Mythic, hello, how are you? Heck, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. It's been a while, but good to see you. Hopefully you're doing good. So yeah, so I was working on this quiz and like the questions were really like they were pretty sort of, you know, I was kind of like, okay, well this is kind of easy. You know, think questions like, you're working in a cafe and you need to step away for a second. What do you do with your laptop? And then, you know, there were answers saying like, you ask a random stranger to look after your laptop. Surely they will do no harm. You leave your laptop unattended on the table while you do your business. You take your laptop with you in a bag. I was like, okay, yeah, obviously they want me to take it in a bag. Like, you know, it's not really a difficult question. But there were some questions where I didn't feel that the answer that I think, you know, I'm not sure if I gave the right answer, obviously, but I think the answer that I gave that I expected them to that I expected that they wanted me to give. I didn't agree with the answer all the time. I'm doing good. I'm doing right. How are you? Yeah, I'm doing good as well. I'm doing good as well. One of the things that I didn't agree
Hello,
with.
Cosmic Kitties. This is Ulala's report show.
Well, I did agree with Ulala's report show. That's definitely not one of the things that I didn't agree with. Trix, hello, hello. How are you? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. How are you doing? But yeah, one of the things that I didn't agree with is, for instance, there was like a question saying like, you are working from home. You need to step away for a second to grab a glass of water. What do you do with your laptop? And, you know, there were some answers that I was like, yeah, these are definitely not the right ones. And then the answer that I think they wanted me to give was, you lock your computer with a password before stepping away. And I was like, okay, I see what they want me to do. But honestly, if I'm working from home, you know, I mean, I hope that Peter is not going to go on my work laptop to sabotage, like, our company or steal company data or something like that. So I was kind of like, you know, if I'm working from home, I'm not going to lock my laptop with a password because I'm living with someone that I trust and that I know. And like I said, Peter is not going to go in my room on my laptop while I'm grabbing a glass of water. He's not going to go on my laptop to quickly copy all the company data and then send it to, you know, the highest bidder. So I was like, yeah, I understand you want me to do that because, you know, it's completely obviously super safe, but it's kind of overkill. I'm okay. How are you? Yeah, I'm doing good as well. I'm doing good. You bring it in the backpack with you? Yeah. Yeah, no, at home, I'm not going to bring it in the backpack with me. So yeah, so there were like a couple of those questions where I was like, yeah, I see what you want me to do, but I don't agree with the answer. You trust Peter, but your company doesn't know him, and I think some people do that. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know. I just thought it was a bit, you know... Like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lock my laptop when I step away to grab a glass of water. I'm not gonna do that. Here I thought Juro would guard it as a residential guard doggo. I mean, when I'm working from home, he usually doesn't sleep next to me because I need to make like a lot of phone calls for work. And Juro can, like, you know, when there's someone at the door, like there's a sound that he doesn't like, he can, you know, start barking. And I don't want to be like, you know, in the middle of a call with a client and then suddenly Juro starts barking. So usually when I'm working from home, he's not, he doesn't sleep with me. Which, you know, he kind of hates that because he always likes sleeping next to me. So when I go into my room, when I'm working, and I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, you can't come with me. And I close the door, he always looks at me so sad. Uh-oh. Okay, so we did one thing. There is an enemy in here now with us that I need to be... Oh, wait, multiple. It's not just one enemy. Oh, crap. Okay, there's actually, I think, like 3 enemies. Okay. Okay, that one is dead. Okay, that one is dead too because... Oh, jeez, there's one behind me. Crap. See, that's what I was saying earlier. Suddenly, all of a sudden, like, enemies spawn from behind you. I don't like that. That's lame because there was nothing behind me at first. Alright, there we go. I think I got all of them. Oh no, wait, I didn't get all of them. Okay, now I think I did. Okay, now I did. There we go. Alright, let's stomp them for some free stuff. Don't forget to stomp it. Yeah, no. I always stomp my enemies. Only when they're monsters, chat. Only when they're monsters. I don't stomp my real life enemies. Okay, granted, I don't think I have actual real life enemies, so, you know. Which I'm happy with, you know, I'm happy with that. I don't necessarily want real life enemies. I'm more of a, you know, I kind of want to love people kind of guy. Alright, we have to go that way, but I saw a door here that we didn't actually go in yet. Also, chat, you guys want to hear a story about a call that I had today with a client? I mean, it was a pretty interesting call. Let's just leave it at that. It was a pretty interesting call. So someone called in with a support question. So I answered and I was like, okay, hi, yeah, what can I do for you? And she was like, well, I don't know exactly what she said anymore, but she was like, yeah, I got a new laptop and in my browser, all of my tabs and my favorites and stuff, they're all gone, and I need to click something and then I need to resync and then they come back. So I was like, okay, that's kind of weird, because why would you have to resync something? Like, it didn't make sense, but I was like, okay, sure, yeah, let me have a look. I'm gonna take over your PC and you can show me what you mean, because I didn't understand what she meant. So I took over her laptop and, like, you know, she showed me and she was like, yeah, so like you can see here, I have to I have like 2 Chrome windows, and one of them I have to open, and then the other one I open, and then I see my tabs. And quickly it dawned on me, like, okay, she's got 2 profiles, and by default it opens the empty profile in Chrome that doesn't have her tabs, and then she needs to, you know, switch to like the other profile, and then it has all her tabs and like her favorites and stuff like that. So I tried to tell her that. I was like, okay, yeah, so it looks like you synchronized and you got like a new profile, and with that new profile, you know, you need to open it up first, and then you see everything. And then she started saying things like, she was like, yeah, but I want it to be the old way. And I was like, what do you mean the old way? Yeah, before I never had to open it. It was always just there. And I was like, okay, sure, yeah, we can delete the empty profile. And then, you know, you don't have to choose anymore. It's just going to open up with your tabs and everything. And then she was like, yeah, no, I don't want that. I want it to be the old way. And I was like, I don't know what you mean with the old way, because, you know, there's no necessarily old way, you know, it's just I delete a profile and then the default profile is going to be the one with your tabs and your bookmarks. She was like, yeah, but it's different on my new laptop. And I don't know, I just kept asking her, like, I'm not sure what you mean. But for some reason, and I don't know why, but for some reason, what I think she wanted was, she wanted that her tabs would go back to the old profile that wasn't synced. And I don't know why, but that's like what I got from her. She was like, I want it to go back to the way that it was. And I was like, well, you know, we can't make it go back to the way that it was, because you made a profile to set up, you know, the sync for your account. So that's a new profile, and you can't make it go back. And she was like, yeah, but I want it to go back to the way it was. And I was like, well, if we just delete the empty profile, it's gonna be exactly the same, and you don't notice a thing. And she just kept being like, yeah, no, but it's not the same. But okay, whatever, you do your thing. So in the end, I did that, and I feel that, you know, it was handled correctly. But I was just like, I'm not sure what you want from me, because, you know, you made a new profile when you set up the sync. So now all of your tabs, I mean, you could technically, in theory, you could copy all your favorites, all your bookmarks, all your, like, you know, tabs. You could copy them to the old profile, but why would you do that when you can just delete it and it'll be the same? So yeah, sounds like a Karen that doesn't want to understand. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, maybe not a Karen, but, you know, she just, I feel that she just didn't really, she wasn't really tech savvy, I think. So she just didn't like that things were different, even though they really weren't that different. I think that's what was going on. But yeah, it took me like half an hour just to delete a profile in Chrome and to, you know, set a default profile. That took me like half an hour. But that's okay, you know, I mean, you know, those people also exist, and I'm not hating on her, but I was just like, I'm not... Like, I also, like, several times asked her, like, I don't think I understand your question correctly, because you want it to go back to the way it was, but you don't want to set up, like, you know, the sync. So what do you want? She wasn't really clear what she wanted. That's tiresome. Yeah, I mean, it was fine. It was fine. I just thought, like, I was done with the call. I was like, well, this is gonna make a fun story to tell on stream tonight. Oh, what the hell? I'm sorry, I was telling a story. I didn't realize someone was yelling. Oh wait, we can save again. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I don't know if it's a bad habit of me to save every time that I see a save point, but I don't know. I just kind of want to do it. Was that a scream in game? Yeah, no, it was. I think it was. Yeah. Otherwise, if not, it was a really loud scream, because I didn't scream. I didn't have like a sound command. So if it was someone outside, then it was really loud. Alright, where do we go? We go that way, but we can also go this way. So let's go into the break room first. Oh! Okay. Okay. We got like a satanic summoning circle of some sorts. And a video playing of... I don't know. I remember there being an Easter egg here. Oh, really? Oh, wait, can I get an achievement? I'm sorry, Jed. That's like my first instinct is like, oh, wait, there's an Easter egg. Can I get an achievement? Does anyone know if there's an achievement here?
What's that?
Oh, wait.
A recording? Huh. Must be the marker they dug up.
So it is the same. That marker. That's the symbol of the Church of Unitology.
Didn't take you for a believer, either.
My mother was. But if they found this on some alien planet, what does that mean?
That Unitology's onto something?
Unitology's full of shit. Forget it.
Oh wait, is that the joke that they refer to it as that it's not Scientology but it's Unitology? Is that the joke? Is Unitology a new hope or just another scam? Okay, that's too much text. I'm not gonna read that. Okay, so maybe no achievement. Maybe it's just it's just funny that they made fun of Unitology or Scientology by calling it Unitology. Oh crap! I broke up the summoning circle. Oh, I hope that's not bad. I hope it's not terrible. Sending you the video on Discord. Oh wait, so there is an achievement. Wait, hang on. Let me check that out. A colleague of mine had last week issues with Photoshop and After Effects. I tried to help him over the company chat, but it was still not working. He was unable to use the software, so he finally installed TeamViewer. So I was able to log in on his Mac, but then everything worked fine. Oh yeah. I mean, I've had that. I've had that as well. I've actually had that today. Someone called in, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I have this issue," and I was like, "Oh yeah, let me connect to your laptop." And you know, let me have a look. And then I connected, and she was like, "Yeah, see." And then oh wait, now it works. Oh, okay, well, never mind then. So like, you know, they also had an issue, and then once she was on the phone with me, it fixed itself. So, you know, I love those kind of calls because they're all like really easy. All ritual circle codes and Easter eggs in Dead Space Remake. Okay, wait, let's watch the video. No, I don't want an ad. Wait, I need to watch it in my browser so I don't get ads. Okay, I don't want ads. Okay, but I'm gonna mute the video though. If it wants to play, because so far it doesn't really want to play. Skip to 118 if you know the location. I do know the location. Ritual 1. You can skip ahead in the video since you... Yeah, okay. Okay, so we are here. Okay, there's no commentary. Punch, punch, stomp, punch, punch, stomp, stomp, punch. Oh, wait, okay. Wait, hang on. We actually have to do something. Okay, hang on. Hang on, I'm gonna put that on the other monitor. I can't see you guys for a second, chat. I can't see you, I can't see your messages. But you should be able to see me. Okay. How do I punch? Wait, what is punch? I don't think I've used punch yet. Stomp? Oh, spacebar. Wait, oh no, wait, spacebar is stomp? Melee, okay, just melee. Oh, without aim, okay, punch. Punch. Stomp. Punch. Punch. Stomp. Stomp. Punch. 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 Stomp. Stomp. Oh, wait, it's on the floor. Oh, wait, it's on the floor, I think. Nothing happened, though. Wait, nothing happened. Wait, I think I did it correctly, though. Punch. Punch. Stomp. Punch. Punch. Stomp. Stomp. Punch. 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 Stomp. Stomp.
Hello, Cosmic
Oh, jeez.
Kitties. This is Ooh La La's report show.
Okay, that scared me. Try again inside the circle, facing the video. Oh, you need to face the... Oh, is that it? I was like, oh, wait, is that the joke? Because now the thing happens. Okay, wait, now I need to stand inside, face the video. Okay. Okay, let's try again. Punch. Punch. Stomp. Punch. Punch. Stomp. Stomp. Punch. 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 Stomp. Stomp. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay, nice. Oh, we got some Oh, we actually get some notes from that. Oh, that's actually... Okay, well, that's a good Easter egg. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, let's go to the second ritual. Sorry about that. I need to grab your attention. No, no, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so that's ritual 1. Ritual 2. Oh, wait. Same thing, but then... Then they don't call it punch, they call it melee. Okay, wait. Okay, they call it melee, but I'm guessing the second one is even better. I'm guessing melee is the same as stomp, so, or punch. I hope. Okay. So again, same thing. Melee. Stomp. Melee. Melee. Stomp. Melee. Stomp. Melee. 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 And stomp. Okay, we did it. Ooh, we got an audio log. Alright, no notes this time, but an audio log is also good.
There once was a ship from the CECD issue over USG. She cracked on moon with gravity. Go me bully boys go. Soon save our souls and take us home. One day when the fixing is done, we'll take our leave and go. 3 score years she served her tour of the sea planets cracked and bore. The captain called no fly and swore he'd take that mucker in tow. Soon may the galleon come to save our souls and take us home. One day when the fixing is done, we'll take our leave and go. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Before the ship.
Oh, they keep going. Okay, it's not over.
And the colonies are gone. The old red marker done them wrong and brought the miners low. Soon may the galleon come to save our souls and take us home. One day when the fixing is done, we'll take our leave and go. The ghouls aboard a mystery spoke of immutology. The captain swore he'd keep his creed and drag his crew down so. Soon may the galleon come to save our souls and take us home. One day when the fixing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Alright, that was funny. That was funny. I like that. That was actually really funny. Alright, okay, so that was the second one. Told you the second one is even better. It was, yeah, no, it definitely was. Alright, and then the last one. Let's see, the last one. Let's see if that's the same thing. Because there were 3 things, I guess, in the in the video. 3 chapters. Oh wait, the last one says follow me. Okay, wait, what are they doing? Oh, wait, okay, so the last one... Okay, so the last one, they actually use the things that are on the ground, okay. I don't know why they just don't put it on the screen, but they do the things that are on the ground. Okay, so the last one, they start here. With a punch. Stomp. Another stomp. Another stomp. A punch. A stomp. A punch. 3 stomps. Another punch. And a stomp. What we got from that? A text log. Okay. Dead, they ascend to the stars. Blessed are the watchers who guard their sleep. May the holy fleet endure beyond the reach of our enemies. May the brethren make them whole. For our fleet and its sacred cargo, glory everlasting. For those who disturb their stasis, blessed death will be denied them. Praised be the markers and Altman, their eternal prophet. Alright. Well, I guess that's it. I guess that was all of them. Okay, that was fun, though. That was fun. That was fun. I always love a good Easter egg. Unfortunately, there was no achievement. I wish there was an achievement, but unfortunately, unfortunately not. But thank you for sending that to me, Trix. That was actually fun. No achievements, but the Kellerman song is fun. It is fun. Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun indeed. Alright, we're gonna go this way as we move on. Oh, credits and a dead body. Wait, can we jump? Wait, why can't we jump through here? Because there is stuff in there. Wait, can I shoot something to open the door? That would be kind of cool, though. Yeah, there's stuff. Wait, there's stuff in here that I want. Oh, wait, yeah, wait, hang on. I might actually be able to do that. Then I can shoot that. And that yeah, there we go. That opens the door. Nice. Look at me being a clever puppy. Oh, level 3. I don't have level 3 clearance, unfortunately. That's a shame. Oh, weapon upgrade. Oh, I want that. What is this? Level 3 as well? Okay, but I want the weapon upgrade. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna... Let's see, what's in my inventory? Okay, let's ditch another stasis pack. Can I drop it? Yeah, there we go. Because I got 3 of them. I'm not gonna pick this up. Pulse rifle upgrade. Yeah, I mean, I definitely want that. Alright. Okay, good. We might have to come back here later because, again, I don't have clearance level 3 yet, so I can't do anything with it so far. But, you know, the upgrade is also nice. Okay, I don't like this room. Because I feel that there's going to be a lot of things jumping at me. Oh yeah, see? Okay, well that thing gets killed instantly. Okay, well that's good. Okay, now we just run. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna... Okay, well if they just walk into... oh crap, he didn't. I was like, if they just walk into the electricity, then that's also good, right? There we go. Wait, was that? Okay, no, never mind. Credits and plasma energy. I will take that. Uh-oh. More enemies coming on the way in. I'm just gonna keep going. Oh, wait. Stop! Okay, wait, you know... Oh, crap! I can't. Crap. Oh, no! Don't scare me like that. That's not cool. Taking that. Taking that. And I think there's another enemy there. Oh, wait, he's already dead? Okay, good. Good. So Chad, with it being almost the weekend, does anyone have any plans for the weekend? I know that it's still a couple of days away, but you know, it's kind of close and I'm not going to stream most likely anymore before that, so... Oh crap, no, not another one of those! Crap. Crap. Oh wait, three. Okay, wait, I need to heal. Okay, wait, that didn't kill him, but it did hurt him. Crap. Yeah, I think I'm out of bullets for this thing. Oh crap, I'm out of stasis as well. Crap. Wait, stasis him, dude. Stasis him. There we go. Wait, did I kill him? No, not yet. Crap. Okay, now I did. Okay, yeah, I don't have a... Oh, wait, I did I? Wait, I did have a med pack? No, I don't have a med pack anymore. So hopefully I will get one soon. That was tricky, though. Let's see. No special plans for the weekend, but I will be visiting Blaze and Miley next week. Oh, nice! Nice, fun. I haven't seen them in such a long time. We actually messaged them a little while ago, being like, hey, we should definitely meet up again sometimes, because we haven't seen each other in such a long time, but... I think both of us have been kind of busy, so I think we kind of forgot. But I should message them again, being like, hey, shall we see if we can plan something? Because I haven't seen them in forever. All right, good. Good. Okay, pulse rounds. I can use that. This weapon is empty, so that sucks. So I definitely need to get more ammo as well soon. Let's turn that off for a second. Then I can probably go in here and turn the power off. There we go. Nice. Okay, good.
Okay, I'm seeing a power reroute from the electrical systems.
Just watch the outlets. The grid's unstable.
That's 2. One more system and we'll have power for the ADS.
The thing with me, though, and I know that's probably like, well, and it's not probably, it's definitely a me thing. The thing with me is that, like, this is just a good example. It's not like, a personal thing towards them, but just like a good example. Is that, like, a while ago I was like, hey, we haven't seen each other in a while. Maybe we should meet up again. And then neither of us actually, made, specific plans. We just said like, oh yeah, we should do that. We should do that. And then, like, we left it at that. And then I'm always feeling sort of like, I don't want to sort of like, burden people by asking them like, hey, we haven't actually made plans yet. Shall we try and see if we can set a date? Even though I'm sure that's like totally fine to do that. But I just sort of feel, or well, not feel, I just sort of fear that if I would do that, people are like, dude, relax, or we'll get to you when we want to. So like, I definitely want to, like, I don't mind reminding people or asking again. I just don't want people to think that I'm a burden. Or to, like, find me annoying.
They're a fucking horror show. These things mold any dead tissue into a new form. One kind infects corpses, and the rest...
Make more corpses to infect.
That organic shit on the walls, that's dead tissue, too. The crew thought it was a habitat changer.
Habitat changer?
I'm gonna run some diagnostics. I think that stuff's spreading.
Alright, let's save here again. You have to do that with him though a little bit. His planning fills up so quick. Yeah, I know. And like I said, I know it's solely a me thing that I don't have that just with them. Like it's just with everyone. Like at work as well. It's something that I'm definitely like working on. But at work, I sometimes also like I ask a colleague like, hey, can you help me with something? And then they're like, yeah, I'll do it after lunch, or like I'll do it this afternoon or whatever. and then they don't get back to me. So either they forgot or they didn't have time yet. But then at the end of the day, they still haven't helped me, and I still wasn't able to move forward. And I know that I should chase people. I know that I should be like, hey, you know, have you had a chance to look at this or that yet? But I just fear that people are gonna find me a burden, or like are gonna find me annoying when I do that. So yeah, because of that, I just sort of let it hang, and I know that I shouldn't do that. So that's like, yeah, like I said, that's definitely like a me thing and not a other person thing. All right, floor number 1. I think we had 2 of the 3 ADS cannons that we should have done. So we did 2 of the 3. So we are on our way towards doing all of them. I think I might see Blaze at X Gear though, or well, at least I could potentially see him there. I could potentially see him there, but you know it's probably going to be so crowded, so I have no idea if I will actually see him. Oh jeez, what the freak? I just got out of the elevator. Don't scare me like that. Oh, there's multiple of them. Okay, I think I got him. Welcome committee. Well, I don't like this welcome committee. I know they probably mean well, but I don't like it. When did you last take a break? Oh yeah, I should probably, well, I'm gonna finish my drink. And then I'll take a break so I can grab a new drink. Okay, reroute the power from water purification. Okay, so we need to go that way. But yeah, I'll, oh, wait, to water purification. Wait, was there a store nearby, though? I don't think so, right? No, there wasn't a store there. No, I don't think there is. But yeah, I'll probably when I take a break, I'll probably message them and be like, hey, I know we both forgot. Let's see if we can, you know, make something happen. I know we're both busy, but let's just, I don't mind planning ahead, you know, 2 or 3 months. Like, oh, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be terrifying and then walk away. Okay, I don't like that. Of course it does.
Elizabeth, it's Jacob.
But yeah, because I'm also going to be kind of busy. Well, not super busy, but kind of busy the next couple of, the next two-ish months. In August, I have Amsterdam Pride that I'm going to go to with Rex and some others. Then in August, I also have X Gear that I'm going to be attending. And then also in August is my birthday, so that's also like another event that it's going to take place. And then in September, the 1st of September, me and Peter and some friends are going to go to Eurofriends in Hamburg. And then we'll take a short, like, tiny, you know, extra weekend vacation while we are there. And then in September, in like the middle of September, we're gonna go, or I'm gonna go to Antwerp again for a kink event that I was at a couple of months ago as well. So I'm gonna go there. And then also in September, we have the wedding of a friend of ours. So that's also gonna be on a weekend. And I think that's it so far. I don't think that we have. I think I have one free weekend in September. Yeah, we got Hamburg. I got Antwerp, and then I have the wedding. Yeah, I think that's it. And then in October we have October. There is the performance of the theater production that I'm not gonna. Well, I am gonna. I have like a teeny tiny role in that, but I am gonna film it. So that's gonna be a busy weekend as well, where that is. So yeah. Busy couple of months coming up. Fancy EF. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've never been to a furry conference before, but I'm very much looking forward to it. Oh, chat, speaking of that, yesterday I talked to a colleague of mine. Okay, wait, I'm gonna pause the game there because I'm gonna take a break soon, but let's pause it right now and then I can tell the story and then I'm gonna take my break. So this colleague of mine, he literally, like, you know, he came back from his holiday yesterday. Well, he came back to work again yesterday after his holiday. So we were like, you know, both just sitting there, and he was like asking me like, oh yeah, do you have any vacation plans, by the way? Because, you know, he just got back from his vacation. And I said like, yeah, I don't really have any like, you know, actual vacation plans, but in September I've taken like, you know, a couple of days off to go to Hamburg. But like I said, like I only took like 2 days off from work, so it's not like an actual vacation. And then he asked me like, oh, you know, what's there to do in Hamburg? Like, what are you gonna do there? And recently I already decided, because I kind of like, I don't want to hide that I'm a furry at work, but I don't want to, you know, I don't want to sort of like randomly tell people like, oh, by the way, guys, you know, let me tell you something fun. I'm a furry, you know, I don't want to be like that. So I want that to be a reason to share it. So last week we had our Friday afternoon drinks, and someone made a comment about a furry, but it was like so fleeting, so I couldn't really latch onto it and be like, oh, by the way, you know, speaking of furries, you know, fun story, you know, I couldn't do that because it was like so fleeting and it happened so fast. But then I decided like, okay, if anything comes up that allows me to say that I'm a furry, like, you know, just naturally, I'm not gonna hide it. I am gonna tell it. So this colleague asked me like, what are you gonna do in Hamburg? So I was like, well, this is the opportunity. So I said, well, first I'm gonna go to a furry con, and then after that I'm just gonna stay a couple of days. And he was actually really cool with it. He was like, oh, a furry con, okay, funny. And then he asked me like, do you have a suit as well? And I said like, no, I don't make enough money to buy a suit, unfortunately. And we actually had a conversation. He actually knew a couple of furries as well, apparently, from like, you know, the US. He was in contact with some people that are also furries. So we kind of joked about like, you know, the suspiciously wealthy furry meme, where, you know, like this meme where like all the furries are like suspiciously wealthy. So yeah, it was actually like a kind of a wholesome conversation, and it was really nice. And I told him like, yeah, it's really funny. Like a lot of furries work in IT. And I said, like, when I started working at IT, I was actually kind of happy because I finally filled the furry stereotype. And he was like, oh yeah, I know indeed, like, about the IT thing in furries. And then I said, yeah, well, it's either IT or trains. And he didn't know about trains. Apparently, he said, like, oh, I didn't know that a lot of furries work in trains. And I said, yeah, like, a lot of furries work either in IT, or they are, like, a train conductor, or, like, a train driver, or, like, they do something with trains. And he didn't know that. But yeah, it was funny. We had an actual wholesome conversation about it, and he was super cool about it. So yeah, I outed myself as a furry to at least one colleague. I wonder if maybe more already sort of like know or suspect and just haven't said anything. Because last week, like I said, when we had our Friday drinks, someone made a furry comment, and it was kind of sort of random. I was like, okay, why would you say that? Like, it wasn't negative or anything, but it was sort of like really random. It was about another colleague who they asked him like, are you dating a woman, or are you interested in like a woman in particular? And then someone else said like, yeah, or a man, or a trans person, or a furry, or, you know, they started listing random things. And I was like, why would you throw furry in that list? You know, like why would you do that? So I kind of wondered if they tried to get a reaction out of me, which they didn't get. But I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just overthinking this. Like, I have no idea. Like, I'm very good at overthinking things, but I don't know. I just thought it was really weird of them being like, you know, listing things that people might be into, and then they're listing a furry. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, if it comes up again, if anyone asks me like if I'm gonna go do something fun the next couple of months, I will tell them as well. But yeah, I was kind of happy that I was finally able to sort of open up and share it with a colleague. So yeah. Sounds like a serious furry to me. Honestly, another friend of mine actually said the same thing. Like, I told him this story, and he was like, sounds like he's secretly a furry himself. And I was like, you know what? He might. Because also, funny thing, I also said, I wonder if I'm the only one in the office. I wonder if I'm the only furry in the office. And he said, what did he say? I think his exact words were, you never know. And after that friend of mine, after he'd said like, well, he sounds like he's secretly a furry as well. And I told him that he said like, you know, you never know if there's others in the office. He was like, yeah, he's definitely a furry. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Now that you say it, you know, maybe he is. Maybe because why else would you be so sort of secretive, like you never know, question mark. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it would be cool, but you know, if you know, if he's not, that's also totally fine, of course. But like, it would be cool if I wasn't the only furry in the office. But yeah, furry is the gender now as well. Yeah, you have men, then you have women, then you have non-binary people, and then you have furries. You know, didn't you know that? Does he also have the days off around the Falcon, or how is it named? I don't. You know what? I should check. I should. If he does, then that's gonna be so funny. Well, he did ask me. Like, what do you do on a Furcon? And I was like, yeah, I actually have no idea. I've never been to one before. It's gonna be my first time, so I actually have no idea like what I should expect. I just said like, yeah, I'm probably just gonna walk around, look at furries, hug a lot of furries, I hope, and you know, just see things, I guess. But yeah, I also don't know what I'm gonna do there, so yeah, I'm equally as excited. I do hope I kind of want to take a video of it, or like maybe like sort of like a like after movie sounds too big, but like a quote unquote after movie of the Furcon, or like a this was my experience at the Furcon. I don't feel like vlogging. I don't think I'm gonna vlog at the Furcon, but I do want to make a video of it at least. So I you know, I'm planning, obviously I'm going to take my phone with me, so I'm probably going to, you know, just shoot some video with my phone of like, you know, people, furries walking around, or like me hugging furries or whatever. So I'm probably going to make like, you know, a short video of it, because I kind of, not just for like, you know, the clout of like getting the views, but I kind of want to, I also kind of like it to sort of, you know, keep the memories alive, you know, to be able to look back at it, at the video in like a few years and be like, oh yeah, that was such a fun experience. I really like that. So yeah. Furcon is a better name. Yeah, well, yeah, you can call it the Furcon. That's totally fine. So yeah. So anyway, chat, that was my story time. I want to do one thing though. Wait, let me, I want to see, because I feel that my, wait, yeah, let's turn that up a little bit. I feel that my shaking of my PNG viewer is not really, I don't know, I don't necessarily like the way that it's currently. So I'm gonna turn the shaking up a little bit like that. So it, yeah, this moves a little bit better. I like that. It moves a little bit better now. I like that. Wait, can I add something else? Can I change that? Oh wait, maybe I can turn that off. Oh wait, and now it just does that. Okay, chat, what do you guys like better? What do you guys like better when my PNG tuber starts moving? Do you guys like, you know, him jumping up and down like that when he starts talking? Or do you guys like it better when he does like the little shake when he's talking? I guess maybe that's better, because that makes it more visual. I do kind of like the jump though, so maybe you can do like a jump and then do the shake. Yeah, I guess this is better. Let's leave like this. I like that. All right, cool. Okay, anyway, chat, I'm gonna take a break. So you guys go ahead and take a break as well. Grab a snack, or something to drink. Stretch your legs, and then I'm gonna be back. You guys can play some Plinko or some fish, catch some fish on the BRB scene, and then I'll be back and we'll be playing some more Dead Space. How about that? Sounds good? All right, I think it sounds good. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Also, I'll run some ads for the non-subs, so that we don't have ads later. But you won't miss anything, of course, because, well, I'll be gone. So there's that. All right, chat, BRB. Hello, hello. I don't have any points left. You don't have any points left? Heck! Wow. I wish that I could gift you points, but unfortunately it doesn't work like that. If I could, I would totally gift you, like, you know, some points, but well, I can't. Unless there is a secret Twitch feature that I don't know about, but I don't think there is. But I'm back again. Also, Duturo, hello, hello. I'm not sure if you're still here, but hi. I saw your message literally as I just pressed the BRB scene button. I made enough money in the fishing game for the rest of the month. It's funny. I was looking at my I was looking at the achievements for the fishing game. And apparently we still don't have caught all the items, chat. So let's see, what was it? So there's a oh wait, maybe we did catch all the items. Oh yeah, we did catch all the available junk at least once. Oh, we also completed the entire fish decks. Okay, so we've done that. Okay, but there is a achievement, found all Halloween catches, 8 out of 9. So we need one more Halloween catch. And caught a total of 1,000 items. We're at 640 of 1,000, so we are not completely done. And then there's 2 hidden achievements. I don't know what those are. There's two hidden achievements. So yeah, you guys need to catch more fish, and then we'll get those last achievements as well. No worries. All right. Well, how are you? Well, come on in. Okay, so let's go back to the game. Let's go back to Dead Space. Let's also unmute the game. I'm not sure. I think we saved just before I came in here, so let's not do that again. Go take a break so I can continue fishing. Oh, jeez! Ah, I hate it when they do that! Oh no, there's more on me! Crap! Oh heck, I hate it when they do that. I like it when they do that. No! Yeah, stomp, because I'm mad at you for scaring me like that. Oh heck, that really scared me. Alright. Okay, so we need to do that. Wait, we can also go here though, but maybe we'll move there after we've routed the power. Alright, circuit breaker. ADS cannons, there we go.
From water purification to ADS cannons.
Oh wait, we can still go here though, exterior access.
The ADS cannons are back online. Wait, auto-targeting offline. Calibration data not found. Fuck. No auto-targeting. The cannons are useless.
You're useless!
You want to go out there with all that shit raining down and target the ADS cannons manually?
If I give the cannons enough targeting data, it'll recalibrate the system. You got a better idea?
Christ. I'll open exterior access. I hope you know what you're doing.
No, I don't know what I'm doing, but I guess I have no other choice. Wait, schematics? Intermediate engineer rig? Oh, I kind of want that. Wait, I want those schematics. Wait, I probably have to, I need to find a store again. I probably have to sell something again. Let's see, what can I sell? What is this? Flamethrower fuel. I don't use my flamethrower at the moment. Pulse rifle upgrade. Yeah, let's ditch this, so I can grab those schematics. Alright. Also, I just sent a message to those friends of mine that I was talking about just now. I sent them a message. I don't know. I don't know why I'm always so worried that people are gonna find me annoying. Because I don't know. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong, right? Like, it's not that I ask someone like, hey, you want to meet up? And then like a day later, I'm like, hey, did you make a decision yet? And then like another day later, it's like, hey, did you make another decision? Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? You know, it's not like I'm doing that. So yeah, you're overthinking indeed. Yeah, I know. It's just, I don't know. It's just that I'm worried that people don't necessarily, you know, want to hang out with me. And they're not saying that, which I guess is weird. But yeah, I'm definitely overthinking it.
We're out of options. Do it.
Calibrate 3 ADS cannons.
Someone stop him!
This is Second Officer Sheik.
Calibrate ADS cannon 1, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, so but I'm guessing I'm gonna have to go outside. Enemy up ahead. Yeah, there's probably gonna be some kind of enemy. So let's quickly save here, just in case. But yeah, the thing also with me, and like not necessarily with me, I guess with a lot of people, but like the thing with me that I also have is that there's like a couple of people in my life that I really like, you know, think about every day, and like I like they're on my mind quite often, and I ask them like how things go and stuff like that. But like for most of my friends, when I don't talk to them like daily or like, you know, regularly, it's not that I forget them, but it's just that I forget to message them, right? And that also is, you know, that's something that I hate about myself, because, you know, I can't really help that. But yeah, sometimes I just also, I really put an effort into trying to remember things about people. Like if someone says like, oh, I got an important job interview coming up tomorrow, like, you know, I want to do my best to make sure that I spend like, you know, tomorrow to be like, oh yeah, you got that job interview coming up, right? How was that? Wait, what do I do? Where do I go? Oh wait, I go underneath here? Wait, do I go underneath here? No. But then, like, you know, also a lot of times I forget those kind of things. And like I said, I hate that about me. But it's not necessarily, like, you know, I don't do it on purpose. It's not that I don't care for you. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's not that I don't care for you. Wait, hold to target. Call strike. Oh, wait, call strike.
Warning. Hull integrity compromised.
Oh, there we go. Hey, Swords. Hello, hello. How are you? We're coming in, Swords. Oh, wait. This is actually kind of difficult. Okay, I need to go back because my my air is not really doing too well. I'm not sure if there's like an air thing that I can get. Oh, wait. Oh, crap. I can't go back. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh, this is bad. I'm sure I didn't see any air options out here. Crap. Oh, crap. Okay, so I need to do this first. Okay, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm glad that I saved before going in, though, but that's good to know. Yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm doing alrighty, thank you. How's everyone doing? Yeah, I'm doing good. I am doing good. Alright, so we need to do this thing faster then. Okay, that's good to know. So we go in here. And then we do the thing. Zero gravity. But yeah, I think that's like a thing that a lot of people with ADHD struggle with. It's like, you know, keeping in contact with oh crap, with people and, like, you know, replying to people and stuff like that, leaving people unread. Oh wait, I can just, oh, this is so much easier to do it like this. Okay, wow. There we go. Okay, wait, oh wait, here's air. Maybe it wasn't, okay, maybe it wasn't there before, not sure. I have no idea that I know of. Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously it can also be difficult for, like, you know, other people. Like, I'm not saying it's like a thing that's, it's like, you know, only with people with ADHD, but I know that people with ADHD have, like, you know, also a lot of trouble with stuff like that. Oh yeah, this makes it a lot easier to do it like this. There we go. I get that sometimes. Yeah. Oh gee, oh crap. Oh, you're nasty. You're a nasty little thing, aren't you? There we go. Alright. Wait, I need to, wait, how do I, crap, how do I, oh, there we go. There we go.
Migration complete. ADS recalibrated. Auto-targeting systems enabled.
They're back. The ADS cannons are online ship-wide. Thank God. Engaging autopilot.
Okay, I think I can go back inside.
I think I figured out our next move.
Nice, okay, good. Let's go back inside. But yeah, on top of that, I also shouldn't, like, overthink that, you know, people don't like me, or they don't want to spend time with me, or they don't want to hang out with me, because that's always, like, also on my mind all the time, which I think is really annoying. And it's really, like, uncalled for as well, because people have given, like, no indication that they don't like me or they don't want to hang out with me. It's literally just, like, all in my head.
Exiting zero gravity. Exiting vacuum.
Alright, cool. Let's save again, because I don't want to have to do that again. I never know if people would still be waiting for a message from me. I had a friend that I messaged a lot for more than 15 years, I think, but he sadly passed away earlier this year. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Yeah, no, but I get that, you know, I get that. Like, I sometimes have the same thing. Like, I sometimes also feel like, you know, like, not regularly, but like when I'm feeling sort of down, I'm also sometimes thinking like, yeah, what if I, if I pass away, randomly this weekend? Would people miss me? Would like people come to Twitch next week or to Discord, or like, would they think like, oh wait, I haven't heard from him in a while? And I'm sure people would. Like, I know that people definitely would, but it's kind of easy to sometimes to fall into that sort of negative spiral of sort of like not knowing,
Down there?
See what you make of this.
This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan.
Oh wait, it's Nicole.
This is Sanctuary. All survivors, please join us.
Nicole, I'm going back to medical.
Makes sense.
I'll head to the crew deck and look for survivors from the bridge. I'll be in touch.
Wait, but we already were in medical.
Wonder if you know something we don't.
Wait, we've been there already. We've already been in medical. Why would we go back? I will. Yeah, like I said, I know people will. I know people will. And it's like, it's just those negative sort of intrusive thoughts that sometimes sometimes come up. But I know that it's not necessarily, like the reality and really the way that people feel. But yeah, like what you said, you never know if people will still be waiting for a message from you. I totally get that. I totally get that. But for me, I always love hearing from friends and like people that I care for. Like, I always love it when people just think about me or they just randomly message me. Like, I actually had this conversation with Detur and with Rex like last week, I think. Apparently there's this term called pebbling. I didn't know that there was a thing, but apparently there's the thing called pebbling. Which basically is like, sending random... Oh, jeez, where did you come from? It's basically like sending random, like, random nuggets of, like, things to people to show them that you, like, care for them. So it could be something random like, oh, I found this funny video and it made me think of you. So here is the video, enjoy, and that's it. And I'm like, yeah, that's also kind of what I like to do. Like, I also like to, to people that I care for, I also like to send them random, like completely random things. Just to be like, hey, I care for you, and I like you, and I value you. Here's something that I think you might enjoy. So yeah, it's like, these little things. I remember we had a conversation on DMs about this, and I relate so much to you. Yeah. I still have that boy pinned in the iMessage, so it's always on top. Somehow I don't want to remove that, even when he will never message me again. Yeah, but I totally get that. I totally get that. And I think that's totally fair and totally valid. And if that helps you, then good for you. Then just leave him pinned there. What are these? Oh, I don't like these. They're like tiny and small. Okay, I don't like them. I don't like these. I remember I shared a song with you once that reminded me of you. Yeah, and like something like that, those kind of things. I love that. I love that. And I don't always do it myself, even though because again, I fear that people might find me annoying if I do that. So I don't always share like random things myself. But sometimes I see things and I'm like, oh, this reminds me of, so-and-so. And I think they might like that. Still to this day, whenever it goes on shuffle, it still does. I try not to get emotional sometimes. Yeah. But that, that's, I mean, I have the same thing. Like, there's this one song that really reminds me of a specific moment that I've had with a good friend of mine. And like, we're still friends. I still see him, we still talk. It's not as if it's like, a past tense thing. But whenever that song comes up, I remember that moment that we had that I just really, I just love that moment that we had together. It was like a silly moment. We were just driving in the car, but the weather was nice, the music was on, and I was just having good vibes. So it's not like, it's not even that special of a moment, but whenever that song comes up, I think of him and I'm like, oh yeah, it reminds me of that moment, and it's just like a nice thing. But yeah, I've talked about this also with my psychiatrist very often, where I tend to have, like, because of my autism, I guess, and I always hate to sort of put the blame on that, but, it is what it is. But because of that, I've also always had, like, I always have, like, this sort of specific view on the world. And, like, I have this specific view of how I feel things should be. And because of that, it sometimes makes it really hard when the majority of people don't necessarily have those same... I don't want to say value, but like they don't have those same sort of ideas of how certain things should be. And that's totally fine, right? Like I'm not saying that people should change themselves just for my sake. But because of that, sometimes it's difficult to see things from a different perspective and not feel, bad about it. Like one example, for instance, is that with like, people that are really close to me, that I talk to very often, I always find it very important to keep them updated on like things that happen in my life. So let's say, for instance, I have a job interview for a new job, right? Like something like that. Or I get like a drastically new haircut, or, something like that. I find it very important to go and be like, hey, this and this is going on in my life. I wanted to share that with you because I care for you. And it's not that if I don't do that, that I don't care for you, but like, obviously I can't send that to like, 50 people or 20 people or whatever. So like, I have like a couple of people. It's like literally maybe like, 5 people in my life that well, maybe like 2 or 3 or yeah, I guess 4 people. I guess I have like 4 people in my life that I really update on like things. So like, I have a job interview, or something happened, or, I have something fun that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go on holiday, like those kind of things. And I do that because that's my way of being like, hey, I love you, I care for you, and I want you in my life. So I want to update you on things that like, matter to me and that are like, going on with me. That's like my way of saying like, hey, you are important to me. And I find it sometimes really difficult that I don't always get the same thing back. So, like, those 4 people, they don't always update me when something big happens in their life, or when they're doing something, or, like something noteworthy. They don't always share that with me. And sometimes, sometimes that bothers me, because I'm like, does that mean that I'm not important to them? Does it mean that I'm not, they don't value me as much, or they don't want to share things with me? And I've had many talks about this with both Peter and my psychiatrist, and they both say, like, it's not that you're not important, they just don't have those same values that you do, and you can't project your expectations onto other people. And, part of me totally gets that. Like, Like, sure, yeah, I can't project my expectations to other people. But yeah, at the same time, I also find that really difficult, and I also sometimes really struggle with, yeah, like not getting that same sort of treatment, quote unquote, back. And then it makes me wonder, like, am I like a bad person for wanting this? Am I like a terrible person for, having these wishes or having these expectations? And I don't think I am. I think it's just, yeah, like I said, I just have a certain view on how things should be, or how things, how I like things to be. And not everyone has that same view, and that's, that's totally fine. And I should learn that as well, that not everyone is the same thing. And it doesn't mean that I'm not important to them. It just means that, they might not always think about sending messages, or they just are not as chatty as I might be with certain things. So yeah, part of me totally gets it. Part of me totally gets it, and I know that it's okay, and I know that I still matter to those people, but yeah, sometimes I just have these negative thoughts where I'm like, yeah, I didn't hear from them that they were gonna do thing X, Y, or Z, do I still matter to them? But then I also know that, like, it's not that matters, it's not sharing things. And this is also not me calling anyone out. Like, I'm not calling anyone out. Like, this is definitely not what I intend to do. This is just my own insecurity for those kind of things, This is just me being massively insecure and being like, oh, I didn't hear from them about their new job or like their job interview or whatever. You know, like, do they still care about me that they didn't share that? But yeah, again, I know that I shouldn't think that way, and I know that I shouldn't look at it that way. So I'm working on that. And I'm trying to get better at that. But you know, it's a process. It's a process. You're just showing you care. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, true. But what my psychiatrist says is that like people sharing things is not necessarily their way of showing that they care. Like they can also show it in like other ways, and I should also see that. Hey Rex, hello. I'm right here. Wow. I have 2 modes: overshare and not sharing anything. Yeah, you know what? And that's totally valid, and that's like totally fine. And like many people might be that way. Like many people might, for instance, I have a really good friend of mine, and I think he's just not very like, you know, chatty on like, you know, Telegram or, you know, like in text messages. But when I'm together with him, we can literally, like, I could go there at like 12 p.m. and I could leave at like 12 a.m. and we could have just talked like almost non-stop about anything, you know, like about so many things. So like we could literally talk all day. But then, like, you know, on Telegram, we're just not as chatty. And, like, if we are on the phone together, we can't just keep phone calls that we make, like, less than an hour long. Because, you know, we're just always chatting about, like, random things. So, yeah, so, like, some people are just not really as chatty on, like, you know, Telegram or, like, in text messages as they are in real life. And that's totally fine. And I shouldn't take that for, oh, I don't care, I don't matter to them. You know, I shouldn't sort of make that conclusion. But for what it's worth, I never find it annoying when friends like overshare. So again, not saying that people should change. I'm not saying like, you know, change for me or do this now if that's not like who you are. But if you ever feel like messaging me, even if it's like the smallest thing, even if it's like, hey, I was in the store and I saw this weird drink. Look, there's like a funny can, or like it has a funny label. Please, if you want to share that with me, please do so, because I always love it to hear from people, even if it's like the most random thing. And again, like, you know, this mostly goes to like friends. Obviously, if like everyone would randomly send me messages all day, I would also go crazy. But like, if we're friends, if I consider you a friend, and you ever feel like messaging me, then please don't hold back. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Hey Tokyo9, hello, how are you? I have a couple of friends that I try and update on as regular as I can, but they don't do the same for me, and I think they don't care when I know it's not true. Yeah, no, well, literally exactly that, so it's exactly that. Like, that's literally what I'm, like, you know, struggling with as well. Like, I share a lot of things with them, and they don't always share a lot of things with me back. Does that mean that they don't care for me, or is that just because they don't think about it, or they just are busy with other things, you know? And most likely it's that, you know, most likely it's they're busy with other things, they're just, you know, they have like maybe 10 friends that they need to update, so they can't tell all 10 that they got a new job. So yeah, it's most likely it's not that they don't care for you anymore, it's just like, you know, a million other things. But yeah, no, I totally understand you. I feel even right now I prioritize Cobalt that I do tend to forget to message other friends. Yeah, like, that's also, like I said, you know, that's also what I said earlier, that sometimes, you know, sometimes you just forget, and it's not that you don't care, it's just, you know, you only have so much brain capacity in a day. You can't think about, like, 20 different people all the time at the same time. It doesn't work like that. Doesn't mean you don't care for them. I show that I care with Insta Reels and YouTube videos. Yeah, and you know what? You know what? I love that. I absolutely love that. And I try to make it more of an effort for myself to also see that as indeed people showing them that they love me. Or showing me that they love me, right? Like, I really value direct communication and like, you know, clarity. So sometimes I find it really difficult if, like, I love to say to people, to like friends or people that I care for, I love to say to them like, hey, I love you. Because to me, that's direct. Like, that you know what I mean. There's no sort of like ambiguity. You just know what it means. And other people, they don't do that back to me all the time. But like you said, they show that they love me by sending me random YouTube videos, or by sending me music that they like, that they found, that they, you know, made them think of me, or they give me like a gift. Whenever I go to them, they're like, oh, look, I saw this in the store and it made me think of you. Here's a little, you know, a little knick-knack. That's their way of showing that they love me. And, you know, again, that's just something that I should sort of learn, or I should sort of try to realize more, that not everyone has the same sort of level of direct communication as I prefer. And that's okay. Sorry about that, I was distracted. No worries, Trix, no worries. You don't have to apologize for that. Never apologize for being distracted, or for not making a stream, or for, you know, whatever. Okay, wait, where do we go? I'm not sure where we're going. Also, chat, I'm gonna open a window. Wait, was that a Fortnite poster? Wait, I don't think... Wait, is this... You mean this one? Into the future, powering humanity. Yeah, no, this is a EA game that is released in... I want to say 2008. And then the remake was from 2023, I think. So I don't think you'll find Fortnite references in this. Hang on, grabbing snackies. Ooh, what are you getting? What are you getting? Also, I'm gonna open a window, chat. It's getting warm in here. It's getting hot in here. Get it? The song. But yeah, like, you know, Rex, you and I and the Turo were, I think, like talking about this like last week or recently, where he introduced us to the term pebbling, and you know, that's what I was just talking about. That for some people that's like their love language, you know, and I love that. I think that's great, and I should just realize more often that those kind of things are just as valuable as literally saying I love you, because they are, you know, because they just are. When my boyfriend and I are just chilling on our phones, he has to look over to mine about 10 times a minute because I want to show him stuff. It does get annoying after a bit, lol. But you know what? I think that's cute, though. I think that's cute. Like, Peter does the same thing. Like, he also, when he's like on the toilet, he watches TikTok. And like, if I'm at work, or like if I'm in bed, or like if I'm just sitting here and he's on the toilet, I sometimes get like 3 or 4 TikToks in like the span of 2 minutes that he thinks that I might find funny. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, I can't watch them right now. I'll look at them later because, you know, I'm busy. And, you know, sometimes I'm like, you know, I can't watch all 4 videos because sometimes TikToks tend to be like, you know, a couple minutes long. But at the same time, I love it that, you know, he does that and he sends things to me that he thinks I find interesting, you know, so I wouldn't want to have it any other way. So like you said, having to showing your boyfriend like your phone 10 times a minute, I don't know. I mean, maybe he thinks it's annoying, but I think at the same time, he probably loves it. Like deep down, I'm sure that he loves it. But Yuri, if I said I loved you, that'd be gay. It would be kind of gay, yeah. Medical. But yeah, no, I actually made a, and this was like a random thought that I've had for a long time already. But I made an Instagram story about this and like a post on a tweet on Blue Sky, where I'm like, I feel that we should normalize saying I love you to friends. I feel that not everyone is cool with like doing that, and not everyone does that. And it's not, I'm not saying that people should always do that, but I'm saying that I feel that we should at least normalize it, right? Like we should normalize if a friend comes to you and is like, hey, you know, I've had such a good time hanging out with you today. I love you, and let's you know, let's talk again later. And I feel that because I sometimes want to say I love you to friends, but I'm not sure if they are cool with that. I'm not sure if they are like finding it weird, so I don't always do that. But if you know, if I knew that people don't mind it, I would do it definitely way more often. I sadly lost a good friend that way. He got upset that I forgot and moved on from him, despite me being the only one to reach out to him and even drive hours to see him and his partner, and he never really did the same. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Tokyo 9. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's also why I definitely want to, I want to, like, change my point of view on those things. Because I don't want to drive people away with having expectations that they, you know, quote unquote, don't meet. So yeah, I don't try to, like, you know, the fact that I'm this open about it right now, I'm already sort of stressing out that people might think that I'm, like, oversharing, or that I'm, like, you know, a mess, or am like, you know, too much to handle. Oh crap, not those things. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to I don't want to drive people away with my thoughts sometimes. Hang on. I opened the window, but I'm hearing things, and I'm not sure if I'm hearing things in the game or if I'm hearing things in, like, real life. I'm just not used to hearing "I love you" from friends, so it feels a bit funny to say it too. Yeah, but that's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I feel like we should normalize it, you know, because indeed people don't always say it that often, and I think "I love you" should not be reserved to just a partner, because you can also love your friends, and it's a different kind of love, but it's still love, right? Like, obviously I love, you know, I love Rex, for instance. I love him on a different level than I love Peter. But there's no, like, you know, there's no sort of, like, different word for that. It's not, I friend you, and then to Peter I say, I love you. It doesn't work like that. So yeah, in the past I've really struggled sometimes. Oh wait, that's a mannequin. That's not an actual person. In the past, sometimes I've really struggled with the fact that, like, I've said "I love you" to a friend of mine, or like I said that I really value them or really care for them, or like anything like that. And I didn't get it back. Like, they didn't say it back. They just said, "Oh, thank you," and then that's it.
Daniels, the door to medical just locked behind me.
Oh wait, but I didn't go in yet. Wait.
Another survivor, at last. You'll be safe here.
Okay, wait. This is gonna be tricky.
With you?
You're not here for sanctuary, then. Well, Dr. Brennan's currently engaged. Shall I send you to her?
How about you unlock these doors, and I'll find her myself?
Are you that selfish? You might let something in. Or out.
Ooh, Nicole's dead. Nicole's dead, chat.
You've decided to be difficult. Take a seat.
Oh, she dead.
I'll deal with you momentarily.
Yeah, she's gonna be dead. All right, hang on. I want to focus on you. I want to focus on the conversation, but I also need to focus on the game. So I'm gonna pause for a second. Love you too, Jordy. I usually just say "sending my love," so it doesn't sound like too much. If you get me, yeah. It's the same as when I tell the tour I love his butt, and I still don't get a picture. So. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, sometimes it really bothered me that I told, like, a good friend of mine, or like, you know, a random person, a friend of mine, not like a person in particular, but like I told a friend of mine, like sometimes, you know, sometimes I just feel like I need to share this, and I just feel like I want to share my feelings, and then I just do. And then, like, you know, I open up and I'm like, oh yeah, I really value you, and I'm so happy we met, and, like, you know, I say all these things. And then sometimes they're just like, oh, that's so sweet. I really like you too, and then that's it. And then sometimes it bothered me, like, okay, well, is that literally all you're gonna say to what I just said? But then I also try to realize that, you know, that's also fine. You know, they don't have to say the exact same thing back, because then it also kind of, well, not necessarily turns meaningless, but it also doesn't necessarily mean the same thing. I'm pretty sure she's dead. She's fine. She lives at a farm upstate. Yeah, I mean, she was supposed to be in medical, but now, with this doctor that's like, shall I send her to you? I kind of feel that she's gonna be she's turned into a monster, and he's gonna send her to us, but like, you know, as a monster. We have run out of body bags. Also, look at this. Look, Rex, you like butts? Here's a butt. It's a plastic butt, but you know, it's still a butt. You're welcome.
Clearance confirmed.
Flat. Okay, chat. Maybe a personal question, but speaking of butts, do you guys prefer flat or round? 'Cause I find my butt too big and too round. But Peter says he really likes it. And I've heard it from like other people as well, that I have a nice butt, and I'm like, no, it's way too fat. So I'm curious. I prefer a bubble butt, round, bouncy. Round for show. Kitsu Cortez, hello, how are you? Alright, okay. I see. Alright, we're gonna go into medical, but I'm a little bit terrified because, you know, Nicole is either gonna be there or not. This doctor is gonna be there, and who knows what other things are gonna be there. Like that thing, you know, that thing is gonna be there. Oh, and that thing. Crap, and I need to reload. Ouch. There we go. Okay. I have to say though, chat, if I was playing this game by myself, like I'm home alone right now, Peter is off to some friends tonight. If I was playing this game by myself off stream, I would not. I probably would stop playing right now, because I don't know. Like, it's not necessarily such a scary game, but the tension is just like, the atmosphere is just sort of like, you know, kind of creepy. And not knowing when something will be behind you and those kind of things. Like, it's not the most scary game, but it's just the atmosphere is just really terrifying. But having you guys here definitely helps. Knowing that I'm not technically alone. But yeah, Kitsu, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Good to have you. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing good. I would say to you too, if it wasn't for you and Rex, I wouldn't have met Cobalt. I'm so thankful for you both. Aw, heck. I'm actually really happy to hear that, you know. Like, I know some other people in chat, or like, you know, some other people in the community have also met each other through my streams. And like, I don't want to take credit for that or anything like that, but it just warms my heart knowing that, you know, lasting connections have been made because I'm, you know, a silly goober that plays games on the internet and talks too much. You know, so it just really like, you know, warms my heart knowing that people have met each other through that. And like for me as well, like I've also made lasting friendships through like Twitch. Like if it wasn't for Twitch, I would have never have met Rex. And you know, we wouldn't have become friends. So and like, you know, many others as well, Triggs as well. Like Swords, well, Bleeb I already knew off Twitch, but you know, still, like, it just warms my heart that people know each other, or have met each other through my streams.
I'm so close to finding that missing factor. A unitologist would understand.
Wait, why are these? Wait, why are they sort of alive? But should I kill them? Should I be worried about them? Okay, I think that guy passed away. This one... I don't know, chat. I'm getting kind of creepy vibes from these guys. I don't know. I'm not sure if I should walk on, and if I do, if they're gonna come behind me and try to attack me. Wait 1 second. I think I need to let Churro into the hallway. 1 second, chat. Alright, I had to let Kuro into the light room, into the living room. I met Blaze and Miley thanks to your stream. Yeah, and that also still makes me so happy that you guys have also become such good friends, and yeah, that like my stream was sort of the connecting factor for you. Like again, I don't feel like taking credit, but I just love that I was able to bring people together, and that's like such a cool feeling. I got Villy and Kazik together single-handedly. They did nothing. They did nothing. You were just that one person that was like in like a VC. You said to like Villy, you were like, have you met Kazik? And then you disconnected, and then you know you just put them together, and that's it, and that's how they fell in love. He's the first person in my life that ever genuinely said I love you to me, so it means everything. Aw, heck, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Find the light switch first. It's dark. Yeah, maybe I should. Wait, where's the light switch? Let's see. Do we have a light switch in here? It's probably in this room, but like there's no power, so I can't go inside. Otherwise, it would probably be in there. Wait, can I shoot them? No, I can't shoot them. Because they're still humans, I guess. Okay. That thing is also terrifying, because enemies always come out of that thing right there. Yeah, I don't like that. I gave it to them and I can take it away. Maybe they have a clapper. Try clapping twice. Did that work? I don't think it worked, chat. I don't. Wait. Hey, wait. What do they use in space? What do they use in space? Hey Alexa, turn the lights on. I don't think they use Alexa in space, chat. I don't think that works. Also, I apologize if I just turned anyone's lights on. My bad. Didn't think of that. Just kidding. I totally thought of that. I thought it would be funny. Even in the future, nothing works. Okay, yeah. Oh man, I don't want to move on because Oh, what is that? Okay, I hear enemies. Where? Wait, where are they? Okay, there's one. There's one. Hey, Elon Musk robot, turn on the lights. Yeah, I'm surprised that Elon Musk hasn't made a smart assistant yet. I mean, we have Grok, but you know, is that? I don't think that's necessarily a smart assistant. Okay, I have to say, I am slightly terrified at this point to play the game. I don't know why, but like, it being so dark and stuff, not knowing what to expect, what's gonna be next. How do I kill that thing? Wait, let's switch to oh crap, I don't have. I don't know what I should shoot at that thing. Oh, there we go. Okay, so just shoot its arms. Okay. I was just shooting too high, I think. There we go. He's busy gossiping about his ex-bestie in his diary. There we go. We did it. Okay, I don't have a lot of ammo anymore, so that's kind of terrifying me. Because I do need more ammo. I don't like it that I'm this low on ammo. Dear diary, my ex-bestie betrayed me. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I was like, wait, who is his ex-bestie? And then I was like, oh yeah, no, yeah, he totally did. And then now they're sort of like in a pissing war with each other.
Clearance confirmed.
Dear diary, you will not believe what Donald did at lunch today. Exactly. suit level 3 upgrade graph extended. A pulse rifle upgrade graph extended. A new special ability is now accessible. An additional power node has been salvaged. Alright, nice. Pulse rifle. We can do, let's see, reload time, damage. Okay, let's do more damage. I always like more damage. Let's spend a node on that. Then let's go to the plasma. Oh, wait, let's first go to the suit. Because stasis zone. I don't care for that, but I do need to go this way eventually. Although maybe duration, stasis duration could be a good one. Then we can also go to the right. So let's do that. For our suit, plasma cutter. I really want to go here. Applies damage over time to each shot. That's definitely a good one. So let's go here. Rate of fire. Or reload time. Let's go reload time. And then we need one more node. And then we're going to unlock the first SP. I don't know what that's... Oh, special. There we go. First special. I just realized who you were talking about. Oh. Alright. We did that. Okay, so this door is locked. I think we need to go upstairs, right? Yeah, we need to go upstairs. That orange pumpkin will never be as good as the whole duck. Oh, jeez. Okay, I didn't see this thing being this big. Okay, we'll have to... Do we have to kill that? Oh, wait, there's a person in there. I feel like we should probably destroy that thing, but I'm not entirely sure. So I'm not gonna waste my ammo on that. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Ooh, plasma energy. Give it to me. Love that. Okay, maybe I should kill it, but I'm not sure. Like, normally there's this very... Maybe it's that. Yeah, there we go. Maybe that will kill the entire thing. There we go. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Where the hell did you come from? See, that's what I was saying earlier. That suddenly enemies are, like, behind you. When there was nothing there before. Where did he come from? Was there, like, a gap in the ceiling? No, he just spawned there. Hate that. Hate it when they do that. It's Britney, bitch. Still love that scene in The Office with Michael driving up, playing Lady Gaga, and then he's like, "It's Britney, bitch!" No, it's not. It's Lady Gaga. But, you know, good try. Alright, I don't see anything... Oh, wait, there's another one. There we go. Okay, wait, more enemies are gonna spawn probably behind me, so I'm gonna stake my ass to the wall. Okay, I don't see anything. I'm fine. Getting used to the new place and waiting for the internet to be fixed so I can start streaming again. Oh, heck, you still don't have proper internet? Oh yeah, good on you for doing a good on you for doing a shout out. Yeah, go follow go follow Triggs or their stream account Micah. Go show them some love if you haven't already. Alright, where do we go? Do we go that way? We do go that way. Then first, I want to go this way because, you know, there's a door here, so there might be something fun. Ooh, an observation room. Normally, I always love them.
Patient log retrieved.
Oh, wait, this is an observation room for my hospital. Okay, yeah, maybe not for a hospital. Never mind. Wait, what is that? What is that for, like a kind of engine? Nope, still no bueno. Aw, heck, that sucks. Did they at least give you like a sort of like a timeline as to when things are gonna happen? Or is it just like, you know, shrug, we don't know? You're playing this Germany simulator? Because bad internet. Yeah, Rex also had issues with his internet provider. Oh wait, hang on. Wait, I'm in the crap. I forgot I was like in the wrong Twitch chat thing. Oh no, don't exit. No, no, no. There we go. Peng! There's always a peng! I don't know what peng is, but, you know, remember, chat, there's always peng. Just so you know. It's always there. Pretty much a few meters away from the German border. Wait, you are? Wait, then I have no idea where you moved to, because I was... Oh. You don't have to, but you should let me know where you live now, because I'm so confused. Because recently you also mentioned that you lived kind of close to Wolf, and I was like, wait, but that's... In my mind, you moved somewhere completely else. So either I just created an entirely different story in my mind, or I just don't know, and I just created something like, yeah, I just made up something myself. I don't know. Peng, panic or headache, nursing gonorrhea. Do the Dutch not know about our horrible internet coverage? No, is Germany notoriously known for having bad internet? I don't think I knew that, no. I mean, well, I guess it makes sense that, you know, you guys are kind of behind on technology because you also don't like, you know, paying with card. So, you know, I guess I'm not surprised. We did nothing for 20 years. Oh. Okay, I hear Nicole. But I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying that that's actually her. Medical is a sanctuary? Yeah, no, she's... yeah, she's definitely dead. Yeah. No. That's not her. That's not her. Das ist nicht gut. Okay, I don't think I should be here. Let's go this way. Yeah, see? She's a hologram. Okay, something's gonna happen when I step in here, I guess. Oh, I'm scared, chat. I'm scared. See? She... Okay, what is that? Okay, I don't like this, chat. I don't like this. Locate sources broadcast. Yeah, I just found it. It's right here. Oh, wait, I should press this button. Okay, I don't want to press it, though. Don't want to press it, chat. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I don't want to press the thing. We have that issue with electricity. The network can't handle it anymore, and we will possibly get to know with random blackouts the upcoming years, since it takes a lot of time to upgrade. Oh, really? Are we gonna go the South African way? I got a friend in South Africa where they have, like, you know, random blackouts because of the power being, you know, power grid being not good enough. Can I pay for my sub on your channel in baby chicks? Rip off the band-aid? Yeah, I guess I probably should do that. I don't want to though, chat, because I know that when I turn it off, something's gonna happen. Okay, I did it.
Transmission override. Isaac Clarke.
Isaac Clarke? Oh! Wait, oh jeez, there's someone there, dude. Yeah, okay, you messed up.
Isaac Clarke.
You messed up, chat.
All right. Dr. Brennan's nearest and dearest.
Okay, I do like his suit though. It looks pretty cool in white. Only Bart Salom.
Mercy. Are you the reason the marker won't begin? That's it. Convergence is installed. She's meddling. How is the question?
I don't know. You tell me.
But even if I was to ask, I suspect you're not the talkative type.
Oh no.
And I haven't fully explored the cause of death as that missing factor. dismemberment. Now, I think we're on the right track there. Try and relax, Mr. Clark. Convergence is so close. Maybe your death will tip the balance.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I can move again, just in time. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, well, okay, we went down, kind of. Oh!
Open the chemical lab! What? Just do it! On it!
I was like, he goes down kind of fast. It's open, go. Wait, where? Where? Oh, there it is, there it is. Okay. Run, dude, run! What are you doing? Don't stand there. Keep on to it. Ta-da-ta, there's nothing to it. Oh, crap, close it. Okay, close the door, close the door, close the door. Oh, I go that way, okay. Close the door, dude, close the door! No! Come on. Oh, crap, there's more things. Oh, no, oh, no, no, no. Where do I go? That way. Escape the creature.
Nicole's broadcast.
It was a trick by a fucking unitologist. Dr. Mercer.
Okay, wait, my ammo is up.
Oh, God. Every way out is locked down through one of the offices. It must be Mercer's. I can brute force the internal doors, but you will have to reach his office and lift the lockdown manually.
Okay, yeah, go, go, go. There we go. Alright, I escaped the creature already. Okay, good. Good, then we can relax a little bit. They're already trying to learn people to not charge your car or use the dishwasher washing machine between 4 and 9. Yeah, I heard about that recently, yeah, and I was like sort of jokingly saying like, yeah, but those are the times like, if they don't want me to do that, then something is gonna have to change in our society, because if I work from like 9 to 5 and I can't use the dishwasher between 4 and 9, when am I gonna use the dishwasher? Like, I'm not gonna come home during my lunch, turn on the dishwasher, and then, you know, go back to work, and then it's done when after 4. Like, it's not gonna work like that. So what do they want me to do? Let's see, I can sell these for store credits. What is this? Flamethrower fuel? I could technically sell that, but I guess I might need it later, so I'm not gonna do that. I am gonna buy more of this, and I'm gonna buy a small health pack. There we go. But yeah, the last party was so focused on not going into any more debts, known as the Schwarze Null policy. So our infrastructure is falling apart, and we have not caught up with the newer technology. Oopsie. Wow, I never, like... Also, like, the power thing that we're dealing with here in the country, apparently. Like, I never really keep up with those kind of things, but it's kind of weird how... Yeah, the state of the world is in currently. Like, you always hear about technology and things moving forward, and, like, everything's great and whatnot, and then you hear about those kind of things, and it's like, huh, maybe it's not all that great. I mostly turn on the dishwasher at night and I have clean dish in the morning. Yeah, and the thing is also with that, like, you can teach people not to do that, but there's always going to be people that don't care for others, so they will just turn it on when they feel like it, you know.
Unwise, Mr. Clark. My hunter may regenerate, but he takes an attack like that first.
Like, you know, people are assholes, so if they want something, they'll just do it. Not everyone, obviously, but you know, there will always be people that are like that. With another note. Oh man, if I find like an upgrade thing, I can get the special thing for my suit. Uh-oh. Oh crap, wrong weapon. Oh crap, wrong weapon, and it's not reloaded. Oh no, there's more, there's more. Oh no, he's here! Crap, he's here! I DM'd you the info. Alright, I'll look at it later, Tricks. Thank you. Stop shooting at me! I'm just trying to survive here, okay? Jeez. Wait, where do I go? Lift the lockdown? Wait, where do I do that? Oh, here? No, no, not here. Crap, no. Through here. Oh, but there's no power. Oh, crap, he's back. He's back. Wait, do I not have enough? Crap, I don't have enough ammo. I don't like that. Okay, I definitely don't have enough ammo. I hate that. Oh, wait. Take that. Where is he? Where is he? Crap, where did... Oh, there he is. Okay, that at least blocks him for a little bit. Now I can take this and put it in here. There we go. Now I can move through. All right. I'm sorry, chat. I was a little bit distracted with the game.
Surgical log. Dr. Charles Mercer.
Do I need to go here? No, but I can go in here though now. There already warned for years about power grid, but government no, that can wait. Oh yeah, yeah. That sounds about right. We have a power contract thingy where the electricity is cheaper at certain times. That's a good incentive for people to spread the load. Not. We also have that. That's at night and the weekends, I believe. Yeah, I think it is, yeah. And soon Germany will allow you to use your electric car as a battery for your house too. At least that's the plan currently. Wait, use your electric car as a battery for your house? But how would that work? Is that like already a technology that exists, or...?
You butcher! I saw your hunter! I know who it used to be! That cellular regeneration! God, don't you see what you've done?
Alright.
I agree with Amelia.
I hope that I'm a little bit safer now. I get a new gun though, so that's kind of nice. Hopefully I can equip that. Oh, more nodes, nice. Alright, let me have a look what I just got. We got, what is that? The line gun. Wide beam cutter equipped with laser targeted survey charges. Ooh, okay, I have to say I like that. I like the sound of that. I'm gonna put that here. I like the sound of that. Let's give it a try. Oh, yeah, that looks good. A wide beam mineral cutter for heavy duty mining. Well, we're not going to use it for mining, but I guess we can use it for killing small enemies. In October, we get a smart electricity meter. Then it's exact to the hour of the day. Much wind or sun, cheap power. Wow. Already exists, just not allowed yet. Your car shouldn't be fully charged for a long time anyways. Bad for the battery. So use the power for the AC or something. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Yeah, you know, I try not to think about those kind of things too much, about, like, you know, the state of the world and such. Maybe that's naive of me. I don't know. Maybe I should. But it's just like, you know, there's just so many bad things happening, and I'm already like, you know, I already have like my own shit to deal with. I don't want to have to deal with the shit of the world as well. Again, maybe that's naive of me, or like bad, I don't know. Okay, we do go in there, but what is that? What is that green light over there? I kind of want to check it out.
Surgical log, Dr. Charles Mercer, tissue
Oh, oxygen recharge. Oh, okay, well, I don't need that right now. Okay, so I can just go in there. In a city in the Netherlands, Utrecht, they are testing with car share company to use the batteries to deliver electricity to the grid on times when needed and the cars are not in use. That is with 500 cars in the city. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Well, I never heard about these kind of things. Like, again, I don't really follow the news maybe that much, but still.
It's been sterilized.
Uh-oh. Did he turn off the lights? I think he did. Alright, I'm gonna save the game there. I think I'm gonna save the game there, and maybe we'll do some just chatting for a little bit. But I'm noticing that I'm a little bit, you know, game being too much. But that's okay. I still had a good time, so we can just do some chatting, or you know, we can just talk about things, because I always love doing that too. I told you watch Technology Connections, he's great. Listen, I don't watch a lot of YouTube because well, I can't say that I don't have the time. It's just I don't take the time, I think. Like, I watched the, like the other day, there was a new Casey Neistat video. I watched that instantly because Casey Neistat is my favorite YouTuber. Like, I watched that as soon as I saw it was online. But other than that, I don't watch a lot of YouTube. I used to watch Little Simsy. Back when I didn't have a job, I used to watch quite a bit of Little Simsy. But also, like, her channel, I haven't watched that anymore a lot either. I don't know, for some reason I prefer watching, for some reason I prefer watching Twitch. Like, it's weird because I spend quite a lot of time on Twitch, whereas I could technically also spend that time on, like, you know, watching YouTube. But I don't know, like Twitch, I just enjoy the live part of it, you know, like the connection that I can make with other people. I just enjoy that. So yeah, I don't know. I also watch Twitch during work. Oh, you do? Yeah, I don't dare using Twitch at work because I don't want people to find out that I have a Twitch account. That's the one. Like I said before, that I'm very happy that I can be open about being a furry at work, or at least, you know, I was open about it to one person, but like I hope to be open about that to multiple colleagues eventually. But like Twitch is the one thing that I really keep to myself, because I don't necessarily want people to find me on Twitch. So yeah, that's something that I really keep to myself, that I am a streamer. I work a lot at home, so enough time. Ah, okay, yeah. Then it makes more sense. Yeah, the thing is, I don't work from home that often, but when I do, with my previous job, I had a RDS connection to my laptop, so I just had my laptop on my nightstand next to me, and I just used my actual PC to connect to my laptop. And that was great. I love that, because then I could just, you know, when I was like, you know, I didn't have a lot to do, I could just browse on my own PC, watch Twitch, do all those kind of things. But on my work laptop now, I can't make a RDS connection because I need to have admin password, and I don't have that, and I can't really ask anyone about that. So I need to use my laptop, so I can't really use my own PC for that, unfortunately. I wish I could. I have no streaming service subscription anymore, but I have YouTube Premium, and I use it every day for hours, no silence ever. But you know what, then I get it though. If you don't have, like, you know, a Netflix or Disney Plus or HBO or whatever, if you don't have that, then I get that you use YouTube all the time. So then it makes a lot of sense. I don't have YouTube Premium because, like I said, I don't watch YouTube that often, and I have a pretty good ad blocker. So the only reason that I would get YouTube Premium is for the ads, or for, like, you know, not having ads. And well, I only watch YouTube mostly on my PC, and I don't have ads there anyway. So it's all good. It's all good. It is funny though, because, you know, rarely I watch a video on my phone or on the TV, and then I'm like, oh yeah, crap. You know, ads. I forgot about that. Same as on Twitch. Good luck ad blocking. I'm sure there's a way if you do something like in your router, but yeah, it's not as easy, obviously. So yeah. But also, chat, if you don't want to get ads, consider subscribing to the channel, because you never get ads, and you support me. I'm sorry, I don't like doing that, but sometimes you have to turn into like actual streamer mode, right? You need to be like streamer guy and be like, oh yeah, subscribe and like my content and all those kind of things, share and whatever. Comment down below what your favorite thing from this stream was. Piehole and change DNS on Apple TV. Wow, are you calling me a piehole? Wow, that's rude. Wow. I'll always support you and Rex. Oh, that's so sweet. Doesn't work. Things change daily. Gave up on it. Yeah, I'm actually happy that my ad blocker on my PC, knock on wood, but it actually still works. Like, I also read that, you know, it's not always, it doesn't always work, but it actually still does, and I'm really happy about that. Pi-hole is a DNS server that blocks ads. Okay, you see, like I'm kind of technical, but yeah. Wait, can you just do that on like any modem? Can you just? Oh wait, you need to change the DNS on your Apple TV. Oh wait, but it's like a device or something. Wait, what is that? I'm gonna Google. Pi-hole network-wide ad blocking. Oh, okay. Install a supported operating system. You can run it in a container or deploy directly to a supported operator. Oh, okay, so you need to have like a Raspberry Pi or something like that. Okay, I see. We did that once. Samsung TV started having ads on them. It barely worked. Yeah, ads are the worst. Use Pi-hole as your DNS server. Yeah, so I think you need to have like a Raspberry Pi or something when I see the thing. You guys genuinely changed my life, so I always will. Oh, that's so sweet, Swords. Well, I just want to say, and this goes for everyone, if you can't support me with, like, you know, subs or whatever because of money or, you know, money being tight or, you know, for whatever reason, don't ever feel bad if you can't support me, because I'd much rather, you know, have you in my chat and be able to have, like, a conversation with you than to get, you know, like, money from you every month and you never saying something in chat. So, you know, if you can do both, then that's great. But like, don't ever feel bad if you can't, you know, can't subscribe or support for whatever reason. And like, you know, that you don't have to share your reason. If simply I don't want to is your reason, then that's totally valid. So don't ever apologize for, you know, not being able to sub or not subscribing or anything like that, because I'm not doing this for the money. And sure, like, you know, support helps. I'm currently trying to reach out to an emote artist to ask if they can do a commission for 30 emotes. I wanna change all of my emotes, so I'm asking them like, hey, how much would 30 emotes be? And I don't know if I can afford it, if I can pay for it, but I first need to know how much it's gonna be before I know how much I have to save up. So like, you know, subs and like, you know, donations and Ko-fi donations and stuff like that totally help with that. But as, you know, as always, if you can't or don't want to subscribe, then don't ever feel bad. Although I have to say, by the way, direct donations go into the Fursuit Fund. You can see up here above me. There's a Fursuit Fund that I'm still saving for. So if you donate directly through Ko-fi or through, like, you know, the donation command, then those funds go into my my dedicated Fursuit Fund that I'm using to save up. So yeah. But like all the things on the stream, so like subs and bits and like other stream, I don't know what else you have on Twitch these days, but like everything that you donate through Twitch, all of that money goes directly back into the stream by allowing me to buy new games that we play on stream, but also, like I said, new emotes, for instance. So yeah. But yeah, I asked it before. But you know, not everyone was here, and there might be some new people here, so I'm gonna ask it again. Who has any plans for the weekend? I know it's still a couple of days, but you know, it's also kind of almost here. So who has plans for the weekend, and what are those plans? Also, Jordy, when you produce too much energy with solar, for example, you can also use your hot water tank as a battery. Is energy 2 just more wet? Oh. Wow, that's so interesting. I didn't know that. I did know that, like, there was when a long time ago, when I did a surfing course, like a surfing class of, like, you know, a couple of weeks. The surf school actually it was located on the beach, and they actually had showers for, like, you know, when you got out of the water, you wanted to take a shower, or like, you know, at least wash your wetsuit and yourself off. But they had hot water showers, and what they had like these water tanks on the roof of their building, and they were heated with solar energy, so it didn't cost any energy to, like, heat the water, but they just used, like, solar energy to heat that water, which I thought was really cool. I'll just chill and maybe marble at some silicone sculptures. Oh yeah, I see them in Spain all the time. Oh really? Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I was like, oh, that's so clever. You know, because who wants to take a shower with cold water after you've had, like, a heavy, you know, surfing class? But now you can take a shower with hot water, which I thought was really cool. So I'm probably, most likely, I'm gonna be away all weekend. A really good friend of mine, he recently bought his own house or apartment, but you know, it is a house, obviously. So yeah, I'm gonna probably, most likely, plans haven't been set in stone yet, but most likely I'm gonna go over to his place, and we're just gonna well, either chill out and relax, or we're gonna do some like, painting and decorating and like those kind of things. Go to IKEA maybe to get some furniture that we can assemble together. I don't know, but I'm probably gonna be gone all weekend, so I am looking forward to that. So yeah. You can also run water under the solar panels. It heats the water and cools the panels, which makes them more effective. That's so horny. Look at that, my heated solar panel water. That's funny. But yeah, so that's probably gonna be my weekend. Spending the weekend at a friend. So there won't be any streams this weekend, most likely, chat. I say most likely because, like I said, plans haven't been set in stone completely yet, so I might not go, but most likely I will. So yeah. Looking forward to that. But I'm sure there's other streams. I mean, you could even potentially catch Rex live, so even if I'm not streaming, you could always catch some other amazing streamers who are live. We looked for that for my husband's dad for heating the pool, but the options are a lot more expensive than normal solar panels. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know.
PUPW Rex.
PUPW Rex.
Thank you for the 35-month resub. Mr. George 1 PAWSCROLL.
Mr. George 1 PAWSCROLL. Rex, thank you so much for the resub for 35 months. I can appreciate that. I hope you didn't take my I hope you didn't take my speech just now as a hint, because it totally wasn't, but I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, PUP. Yeah, PUP Rex. Yeah, my text-to-speech guy is still really weird with what he does say, like, as a word, and what he spells out. I'm still not really sure what it is. I know that it has something to do with capitalization. We did figure that out, but other than that, I don't really know. It's a mystery. Just got an ad. Yeah, sometimes that's for me also the trigger when I'm like watching a streamer and I get an ad. It's like, oh wait, my sub ran out. Although I don't sub to that many streamers, but you know, to the ones that I do, getting an ad is usually the trigger. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You can get your digital sub receipt in the Discord if you want to. If you want to use that for like a tax write-off or something like that, you can get it. That's why I got Turbo, because I subbed to too many streamers. Oh, you did? Oh, nice. I paused all my subscriptions when buying the house because I was scared of running out of money. Yeah, that's totally fair. That's totally fair. Honestly, I think you are also the only streamer that I'm currently subscribed to. Because my I subscribe with my Twitch money, and my Twitch money kind of ran out. Well, no, it didn't run out, but it's like, you know, it's being depleted a little bit. So I was also being mindful of spendings, especially, like I said, I want to see if I can get some new emotes done, because all my emotes are still Brooklyn's old design. So I want to see if I can get some new emotes done. So I was trying to save up for that. Honestly, I should also save up more for money. Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, like, and again, that goes for everyone. If you can't subscribe because of, you know, whatever reasons, don't ever feel bad for that, because, yeah. I'm not gonna be one of those streamers that is like, hey, listen, I've been live for 3 hours and this is the first sub that I get. Wow, you guys don't like me. Like, I'm not gonna be that guy. I know there are streamers that do that, but I don't really like those streamers, because, you know, if you only do it for the money, and if you're like, yeah, exactly. Exactly. If you are the $5 a month girl, don't be the $5 a month girl. Don't be that girl. Like, I know sometimes I jokingly I joke about that. Like, I make jokes where it's like, oh, Chad, if I'm gonna make this kill, you have to give me 5 subs. But it's all, I hope you guys know that it's always a joke. I never mean that. Like, I value, like, obviously, I totally value everyone that subscribes and supports. I really appreciate it, and it means the world to me. But yeah, I will never, if you ever hear me be, like, serious and, like, unjokingly, you know, coerce people into subscribing, then please smack me in the face. You have my permission to smack me in the face if I ever do that. If it's not joke, like, if I joke and I'm being sarcastic, then you don't have that permission. But if I'm being, like, you know, serious and like, you know, actually coercing people into subscribe, then please smack me in the face. Or ask Peter to smack me in the face, because I understand that for some of you it might be a bit of a hassle to come over here, smack me in the face, and go back home. So you can also ask Peter to do that. What a legend. Yeah, the $5 a month girl. Well, there's this other streamer. I'm not gonna name any names because I don't want to, like, name and shame, but there's this other streamer that's like a, you know, a big time streamer, like, you know, not ninja levels big, but, you know, still slightly below that. And I've seen many clips of him on like Twitch, or Twitch on Twitter, where he does things like, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream, chat, because people are not subscribing anyway, and you don't care for me, so I'm just gonna end the stream right here because I've been live for 10 hours and I've only gotten, like, you know, 100 subs, so people don't care. I've made $1,000 this stream, so clearly people don't like me, blah blah blah. He's doing all those kind of things. I'm like, dude, you made $1,000 going live on Twitch and you're ungrateful for that? What an ass are you? I'm sorry, I just really dislike that guy, so I muted like, I saw him pop up on my Twitch feed or my Twitter feed too often, and every time it was, like, negative, and he was, like, complaining about money and how little he got. So I muted him. I was like, yeah, I don't like, I didn't even follow him. I just got him in my feed, so I just muted him. I was like, I don't want to see your negativity on my feed. I'm done. If I would stream, I would do it for fun, not for the money. Yeah, like, if I did it for the money, I would have stopped streaming, like, many years ago. So yeah, I'm doing it because I love doing it, and because I love hanging out with you guys. And sure, the money is a nice extra. It's a nice bonus. But, you know, it's not my main reason for streaming, obviously. But maybe you like being face slapped. I do have many different kinks. Being face slapped is not one of my kinks. I can tell you that. I know that I don't share all of my kinks with you guys. So I know that some of them I'm not open about, but trust me, face slapping is not on the list. Well, maybe face slapping if I can be the face slapper, but I don't want to be the face slappy. So yeah, no. I'm not gonna say who it is because it's Ninja. Yes, streamer extraordinaire Ninja. Who tells me to call out my lurk. Wait, let's have a look. Do we have any lurkers in chat? Maybe I should call them out. Let's see, do we have any lurkers? Yeah, I see some names in the chat that I haven't seen in chat. Maybe I should call them out. Because Ninja said so. Ninja said that that's a pro streamer strat. To call out your lurkers. I'm kidding, chat. I'm kidding. If you are a streamer, don't ever call out your lurkers. It's the worst. You have more kinks now. I want to know. I know. Trix knows. Maybe I'll share. Maybe I'll share with the class at some point. But that point is not now. So yeah. I was just bark at you, slapping is a no-go. That's also fair. That's also fair. If I use my wiener for it, does that count? Wow. What is that called? I'm curious. What is that called in English? Slapping your wiener in someone's face? Because in Dutch, it's called swaffelen. But I'm wondering if there's like a an English word for that. Because I'm not sure what it would be. Calling out lurkers is usually considered a bit controversial in the streaming community. While some streamers might do it to engage with viewers, others prefer to let lurkers enjoy the stream in peace. It's some personal choice for each streamer, but many find it best to let lurkers choose if they want to come forward on their own. Yes. I remember it only happened once. Yeah, I think it only happened once to me where I was being called out as a lurker. And I remember it made me feel so uncomfortable. Oh, wait, we still have that automated message going on. Oh, wait, I should turn that off. Yeah, so it was like it was a long time ago. I don't think that person even streams anymore. But I never watched their stream, but I followed them on Twitter. And I saw that they streamed. I was like, oh, let's check them out. So I opened their stream, but I didn't necessarily feel like, saying something because I wanted to check out the vibes first. And like I opened their stream and they started their stream and they were like, at the top of the stream, they were like, oh yeah, and I see so-and-so and so-and-so and MrJordilicious, welcome to the stream. I was like, wait, I haven't said anything. Why are you saying hi to me? Because I didn't say anything. Where the hell do I turn off my... Oh wait, timers, there we go. Wait, why is that message still showing? Because it's the timer is turned off. Wait, do I have it still somewhere else? Wait, hang on. Oh yeah, I do have it somewhere else. Okay, I should delete that. There we go. Thank you, Stream Elements, for reminding me. There we go. Okay, cool. In that ineffective language, it's probably something like applying pressure to the facial area with the male reproductive organ. Okay, so what would it be in German then? Slapping someone in the face with your penis. What would that be in German? Schwanz, Gesichts. Yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't be TOSn't. It would be TOSn't. Alright, okay. You can send it to me on Telegram or Discord. I'm very curious if there is a word for it in German. I won't say it out loud though, because it's, TOSn't. I wouldn't say it out loud. I still think it's funny that there's no English word for the Dutch word gezellig. In Dutch we have a word which is gezellig. And there's just no English word for it. There's no way to translate gezellig into another language. Like it's just not the essence of the word gezellig. You just can't capture it in English or like in any other language, which I think is really interesting. Like I've tried to sort of find a word that would mean the same thing, but I just feel that just isn't. And it's like a thing. It's not. I'm not making this up. There just isn't really a good translation for it. It's not really cozy. Yeah. So wait. Let's see if I can Google that. What is the English definition of gezellig? Gezellig is a Dutch word that is difficult to translate directly into English, but it generally conveys a sense of pleasantness, coziness, sociability, and togetherness. Yeah. It describes a feeling of warmth, enjoyment, and comfortable conviviality, often associated with social gatherings and a welcoming atmosphere. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Oh wow, you literally have... Oh no, I was gonna say, you almost have the exact same translation. Or the exact same AI-generated thing. Yeah, so there's not like a really... There's no really like direct way to translate it, which I think is really interesting. But like this right here, this right here, me conversing with you guys and hanging out and having like, a good time, I would call this gezellig. I would say this is pretty gezellig. But if some of you were like here in real life and we would hang out, like, in real life, then it would be even more gezellig. Gezellig in German. Wait, is that a word? Wait, can I Google Translate that? Google.com/translate. Okay, wait. German. Deutsch. Gezellig. Okay, the English word according to Google is sociable. Sociable. Gezelligkeit. But it's not gezellig, it's gezellig. Wait, hang on, chat, hang on. Pause the music. Listen to the Google Translate lady. Let me turn up the volume a little bit.
Gesellig.
Gesellig. Wait, what did I say? Gesellig.
Gesellig.
Gesellig. Did I not say that? Gezellig. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's almost the same. It's almost the same. It's learning time. Hey, Itsune. Hello, hello. No, it's not actually learning time. We're just randomly chatting, and things just sort of pop up. How are you doing? The G was a bit too harsh for my taste. Wow. Okay, Rex. I'll have you know. Wait. Okay. Wow. I live in a part of the country where we are literally known for our soft G. And I pride myself in having a soft G. So to hear you say that the G was a bit too harsh, wow. That statement is harsh in itself. That's like a slap in the face. That's a slap in the face right there. Wow. How are you doing, Itsune? Welcome in. Hello. I have a soft P, so now what? Honestly, same at this moment, same. I hope no one misheard that. I'm kidding. But yeah, no, it is true though. Like where I live, we are known for our soft G's. Not to be confused with soft cheese, because that's more a France thing, I guess. And yeah, like a lot of other places in the country, they have more of a hard G. Sounds believable. That is funny. That is funny. It's the CH sound that's made in front of the mouth, in German. Even the thing around that area had a lot of shows, which was named Big with a soft G. Yeah, also, wait, hang on. When we got married, some friends of ours did a bachelor party, or like, you know, like a, what do you call that, a stag do, or, well, you know, you guys know what I mean. And they made like a Google Photos album of that, and they named that, wait, what did they name that? Wait, where is it? Oh yeah, they named that Groots met een zachte gay. Which I thought was really funny. I really love that because, you know, obviously me and Peter are gay, so it's, you know, haha, funny. So yeah. Gay, yeah, exactly. That's so gay. I wonder if I have seen those photos. Well, I mean, I think they shared the album with you guys. I think they shared it with everyone. Let's see. Are you in there? Let's see. Who is in there? Can I see that? Oh, no, you're not in there. Well, if you want to see them, you should ask your partner. Because he is in there, but apparently you are not. So I'm not sure if you've ever seen those photos, but if you want to, just ask your partner and ask if he can show them to you, because he is in the album. So, you know, there's that. Man, that is so long ago. That was 2017. That's such a long time ago. Heck. That is such a long time ago. That was so funny, though. That was so funny. So, okay, so we knew. Okay, I have a funny story of that day. So we knew that we were gonna have. So we didn't. They didn't specifically tell us that our bachelor party was gonna happen on that specific day, but they did say, don't plan anything on this particular date. We are not gonna say why, but just don't do it. So, you know, obviously we kind of, you know, got the idea, like, okay, they're probably gonna throw a bachelor party on that day. So, but we didn't say that. Bye, Trinks. Bye. Have a good one. Thank you so much for being here. Love your face. And have a good one. So on that day, we were just going outside to, it was so funny. So we knew that they were gonna come to our place at some point. And so just before they were supposedly gonna arrive, we were like, oh wait, we need to throw out the trash anyway. Let's just walk outside to the front of our apartment building so we can throw out the trash. So we were going outside, and the way you need to see that our apartment building is like not necessarily like connected to the street, so you need to walk a little ways before you get to like the street, right? To like a public street. So we were walking, you know, with our trash bag to the public street, and we see a car drive by. And we see the driver, we see them lock eyes with us, look back to the street, then make another eye contact with us in shock as they realized, you know, that it was us. And then they suddenly, like, you know, they hit the gas pedal and they shot like forward in, like, you know, because they were shocked by seeing us, because they, you know, they didn't expect us. They didn't expect us to be outside on the street already, because it was a surprise when they were going to show up. And that moment was so funny because we saw that. We saw sort of like the panic. They were like looking at the street, looking at us, looking back, and then we're like, oh crap, it's them. And then they hit the gas as if that was gonna, you know, make them invisible all of a sudden. And it was so funny. Me and Peter were laughing so hard. We were like, what the hell did they just do? Oh, that's funny. I'm not sure if there's a video. I'm not going to show it because, you know, it obviously has the faces of my friends in there. But I believe there might be a video of that moment. Or like, you know, at least close to that moment. So yeah. Did they ever come back? Yeah, they did. And they didn't make, like, we were worried that they were gonna hit, like, you know, maybe another car or like a light post or something like that. But no, they didn't make an accident. But it was so funny. Yeah, it's funny how long ago that is already. Yeah, like I was talking about this at work today, how sort of like time flies by, and like how, you know, when you get older, I feel it's like a thing when you get older, how like time and time perspective and stuff like that, it really changes. Why did they drive by? To park somewhere? It did come with train to Amsterdam, right? Yeah. So they had to park their car, and then they were gonna come, you know, ring our doorbell and be like, surprise! And then indeed we were gonna go to Amsterdam by train. But you know, they were gonna go to our house first to, like, you know, sort of pick us up, because we had no idea what the plan was, what we were gonna do. But it was really funny because we went to Amsterdam and they didn't necessarily plan it this way. But our bachelor party there, it ended up being on the same day as Amsterdam Pride, which was a lot of fun. But, well, it was fun, but also not so much fun because it was really crowded, obviously, in the city, in Amsterdam, where we were going to. Because, you know, there were, like, you know, 1 million people there for like Pride. But they didn't necessarily plan it that way. So it wasn't, you know, planned like, oh, Pride is then, let's do the bachelor party then as well. It just sort of, like, you know, happened to be on the same date, which I thought was kind of cool. It did help, though, because they made these sort of like challenges for us that we had to do. So both me and Peter, we did like these. We had like a shared bachelor party, because we said to our friends, we were like, you know, we're both men, we're both like, you know, hot men. So if you're gonna do like a stripper, then you can do it for the both of us. And we don't necessarily need to have like a separate bachelor party, because it might not be the traditional way to do things, but we were just like, yeah, we want to kind of share that experience with you guys anyway, so it doesn't make sense to have like 2 separate parties. So we had, like, you know, a shared party, but they did split us up part of the day to like do some challenges, some fun challenges. And it was definitely easier to do that with it being like Amsterdam Pride, because some of them were kind of you know, well, not necessarily difficult, but, you know, it would be difficult to do on a regular day, I guess. So that was sort of like a benefit. And yes, we did have a stripper. Also, fun story. Well, maybe not fun. I don't know. Can I tell this on Twitch? Can I talk about a Okay, I'm gonna tell the story on Twitch, but I am gonna censor certain words, but I'll let you fill in the blanks, and I'm pretty sure you can. But yeah, so at the end of the day, we had like, you know, we had a dinner, and then we also had a stripper with like, you know, super stereotypical stripper. So all of a sudden, police sirens were blaring, and it was like, oh no, what's that? You know, and then the stripper came in, and both me and Peter, we got like a stripper show, but he blindfolded both of us. Well, not at the same time, but he first blindfolded Peter, and he was like, you know, gesturing me like, you know, what do you want him to do, or what shall I do with him, and stuff like that. So he gave me a couple of options. None of those options involved him touching his you know, his yoo-hoo. You know, fine, whatever. And then next up, he blindfolds me, and he, you know, he does things with me. I don't know everything that he did because I couldn't see it. So, you know, he blindfolds me, and then later, afterwards, I heard that he asked Peter as well, like, you know, what do you want him to do, or what shall I do with him? And apparently one of the options was also for me to touch his yoo-hoo. But Peter was like, yeah, well, I didn't get to touch his yoo-hoo, so he's not going to touch it either. But I didn't get the chance. I didn't get the option for him to touch his yoo-hoo. So, like, I wasn't necessarily mad, but it was kind of funny that, you know, he apparently gestured for Peter to, like, you know, shall I put my yoo-hoo in his hands? And Peter was like, no, because I didn't get to do that. So yeah, I never touched the stripper's yoo-hoo. I did touch his butt though. I did touch his butt, and I oiled his butt as well, because as much as I hated it, because I don't like oily hands or greasy hands, but he did squirt massage oil in my hands, and then he put his butt in my hands. So there's that. The bad ending, exactly. It was still funny though. It was still funny. And he was actually like, I don't know if he usually did like, I don't know if he usually does like, you know, bachelor parties with like women. Maybe he does, but he was like a super cool sport about us being two guys. So that was nice. I watched you touch the butt. Yeah, you know what? I kind of wonder if that, because they did the stripper act during like dinner that we had with like everyone that was at our bachelor party. So I kind of wonder if it was like super awkward for like everyone else that was there to sort of watch that show. Like, I wouldn't mind, I guess, personally. I don't think I would mind, but I'm sure that there are some people that might be like, oh yeah, this is sort of erotic and sexually charged, and I'm watching that, and I'm just sitting here not participating. Okay, yeah, that's kind of awkward. So yeah, I don't know. Taking notes for the tourist visit, keep talking. It was part of the dessert. Yeah, it was part of the dessert. Yeah, the stripper came for the dessert. Yes. Yes, he did. It was a good dessert. It was a good dessert, for sure. One second, chat. Just quickly sending a message to Peter. Alright, there we go. So yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Oh man, I always forget. I always forget how much I love like these random just chatting moments on stream. I always love them. I don't know. It's always, I just always love it when we start like with like one topic, and then we sort of through many different diversions we managed to end up at like something completely different. Because how did we get here on the stripper story? We went to. How did we get here? We were talking about gezellig, then I went to Google Translate, and then after that we were talking about I went to Google Photos, and that's how I got there. Strippers and solar panels. Yeah, I always love it when you sort of, like I said, you start at like one topic and then you end up at like something completely different. I always love that. I think that's really, really funny. So yeah. By the way, chat, how do you guys like my social media widget that just pops up on the screen right there? If you like it for yourself, you can get it. Go to my YouTube channel to watch my latest videos, or go to my wiki.MrJordilicious.com, and find out how to get it for yourself if you are a streamer. Gezellig, groot met een zachte G, groot met een zachte G. Oh yeah, see that? Yeah, that's how we got there. See, yeah, perfect. I love it. There we go. There we go. I'll have to update mine. Yeah, you don't have to update very much. The only thing that I think is changed is you can update the placement. You can update the delay if you want to. You can set that. And I'm not sure if you already set the browser source size for yours. Maybe you have. Yeah, I think you have, but then you shrunk it down. So I think you probably are good to go. The only thing, like I said, you can change is the delay if you want to have it come quicker or stay away for longer. Yeah, Rex was one of the people that was so kind to help me test it, which I was really happy with. I was really wondering if Rex used the widget. Yeah, he was actually one of the, I think he was actually the first person to use it. He actually used it before it was available to everyone else. Because I asked him if he wanted to try it out and give me feedback. And then he did it. Also, Wolverine was also one of the people that tested it. But Rex was the first. Rex was the first that I asked. Yeah, I actually thanked you guys in my YouTube video. I was like, I thanked you guys in the video that I made on this. And then when I started editing it, I noticed that it never recorded any sound. So I had to redo the entire video, well, almost the entire video. And I forgot to thank you guys again. And I was editing it again. I was like, oh man, I'm not going to record another thing. Because I took off my shirt and I turned off the lights and everything. I was like, oh, I need to record everything again. I don't want to do that. So I felt kind of bad about it, but yeah. I was like, man, I already spent too much time making this video because I had to re-record everything again. And I was so unhappy about that. Because apparently, I still don't know why, or I still don't know how, but I think in between takes, in between recordings, I think I muted my microphone on my mixer. And I forgot to turn it back on. That's the only thing that I can think of. Otherwise, I have no idea why it didn't record. Because I filmed the intro, and that had sound, and then all the videos after that didn't have any sound. So I'm thinking in between, recordings, I must have turned off my mic on my mixer, and I didn't notice it. So yeah. I wish that, like, if I had more money, I would totally invest in a Elgato prompter, because that would make it so much easier for me to, like, script out videos. But those things are kind of expensive. Or Elgato, if you're watching, consider sponsoring me. Send me an email to me at MrJordilicious.com, because I would love to try out your Elgato prompter. Because that, like I said, that would make it so much easier for me to script out videos and record them without having to look at the text all the time. I took off your shirt. That will bring other viewers. Yeah. I'll save that for my joystick streams. You need to update your schedule on your Twitch page. It still says only Monday. Oh really? Oh wait, where? Wait, let me check. Oh, in that little. Oh yeah, crap. Yeah, you're right. Wait, I think I did make a. Wait, did I make a updated visual for that? I'm not sure. I think I did, but maybe I never updated it. No, wait, maybe I didn't make an updated visual for that. I mean, since I only stream one day a week, maybe that schedule is kind of lame and outdated anyway. So maybe I should just take it off. But wait, let me see. Let's see if I updated it or not. Oh wait, this is the old. Wait, where are the new panels? I have everything pretty. Everything is pretty organized in my stream folders, but I'm not sure where I have those new panels. Oh wait, I think they're over here. Yeah, there we go. Right, I could update it right now though, otherwise I know I'm gonna forget. Oh yeah, I have the older. Oh yeah, wait, I have a really old one here. And then I have this one. Yeah, where's the? Let's see, where's the actual file? Panels V2. Let's use that. Twitch's schedule pace is my worst enemy. Wait, why? You don't like it? I mean, I have like a panel with my schedule as well, but I don't really. It takes so long on mobile to activate the vacation mode. Oh, it does. Yeah, to be honest though, I should probably be more mindful of my schedule and on Twitch on the page itself, because I rarely ever update that. I should probably be more mindful of that. But I'm not sure if anyone ever, like, you know, really pays attention to it anyway. Let's see, 8 p.m. Alright, let me save that. On mobile, you cannot say from to. It's an on-off switch, so you have to remember to switch it off. Oh, really? Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, that is one thing that I do hate about Twitch sometimes, is that their mobile experience really is behind on, like, you know, the desktop experience, which I guess in a way makes sense. It's just like really annoying. Let's see, panels, schedule V2, save, yes, overwrite that. Let me save this one as well. Alright, I'm gonna update it right now. I'm gonna do it live. I'm not sure if you guys can instantly see it, but I am gonna do it live. Which one is it though? Oh, this one. Add image. Drag the image in. I mean, I should probably update my my panels at some point anyway, because I'm not really happy with the design of them. Okay, so chat, I'm curious. I'm never sure. Do you guys prefer lots of image panels on a streamer's about page, or do you guys prefer little images, more text? Because sometimes I see on streamers they have like only images and like very, very like, you know, not high images, like really like small images. And I kind of like that. And then sometimes I see people that have like a lot of text on there, like all the rules are spelled out and stuff like that. And I'm also kind of like, yeah, that also, you know, also could work. I'm never sure what I prefer myself. Also, in all honesty, I'm not sure if anyone ever actually checks out the about. I usually do. When I find like a new streamer, I always check out their about page. But I feel that maybe not many people do that. Which is fine, you know, it's fine, I guess. Both is fine because no one looks at it for long. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Alright, I think I'm gonna raid out soon though, because I don't want to go to bed too late and I want to grab a quick snack. Peter had some sushi forgotten ends for me, so I'm gonna eat those before bed. But yeah, I had a good time, chat. I had a great time. I really enjoyed it tonight. So thanks to everyone for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it. I think I already know who we are gonna raid. Let's have a quick look. Oh, we could also go here. Alright, what do we do? Oh man, there's too many options that I would love to raid out to. Too many options. I always hate that, because then I feel bad if I don't raid to, like, you know, person X. But I'm like, yeah, I also wanted to raid out to this person, so... Yeah, I'm not sure. I always struggle. Also about my YouTube addiction, while in this stream I opened 4 tabs with YouTube videos I want to see. Oh yeah, sometimes I do that as well. And then I usually never actually watch the videos. Sometimes I do, but then I have these tabs open for like days or weeks even, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch the video anyway, I'm just closing them. So that's where I'm at that point. That's where I'm at. Alright, you know what? We're gonna go, I'm just gonna go raid, because I wanted to raid them last week and then I didn't end up doing that, so
Why can't you just accept it? We're winning because I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great argument. Exhaling.
Yeah, what a great argument. Exhaling. Someday you will join the Gospel of Technology Connections. Someday. Yeah, someday. Listen, like I said, I watch Casey Neistat's videos because he's my favorite YouTuber. So I watch them religiously whenever a new one comes out. And other than that, yeah, I don't have any channels that I like really. I don't know. Maybe I'm a weird millennial. Maybe I'm weird for not having a YouTube addiction. I don't know. Is Casey still alive? He is. Yeah, he is. He doesn't make videos that often anymore, unfortunately. But he made a new one. He posted a new one like last week, which I really loved. But I mean, I love all his videos, so you know, I mean, he's actually still my biggest inspiration when it comes to storytelling in YouTube. Yeah, like I feel that I've learned so much from watching his videos in, like, you know, my style and things that I still do in my videos sometimes. So yeah. Anyway, though, chat. Anyway, I think we're gonna raid out. Let's go say hi to Minty, or Arcade Ox, also known as Minty, who is doing some art. They are doing some drawing. How could you not watch a grown man hand-paint LED Christmas lights, LED Christmas lights, because he doesn't like the colored LEDs you can buy in the stores? Because it looks like a gaming PC in my yard. Wow, that's really funny. That's funny. I love the Tom Scott video. Sadly, he also stopped with posting. He did post something a few weeks ago, but he said he's not back. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I think it was actually Renz that introduced me to Tom Scott. I did watch his videos usually as well. I thought they were also pretty interesting. Oh no, not that. We don't do the Dutch word of the day anymore. That's not a segment that we have anymore. Maybe we should. Wait, okay, wait. Let's see if it actually still works. I have no idea if it still works. Let's see. Oh, look at that! It totally does work. Wow, I'm not sure if that's the actual Dutch word of the day. Well, okay, chat. We're impromptu section, but there's no. This scene, I don't use this scene anymore, so there's no PNG tuber. So it's gonna be. It's a little bit weird, but there's your Dutch word of the day. Beschimpen means to taunt. I can't really use it in a sentence because nobody ever uses the word beschimpen. Like nobody uses that. But that is your Dutch word of the day. So you're welcome. You're welcome. You've learned some new Dutch today. Next time, Rex, when you're in the Netherlands, you can say pas op beschimpen instead of pas op hate. So, you know, there's that. Anyway, I also don't have my PNG tuber here. Wait, I should probably add that. Wait, why do I not have that? Wait, I'm gonna do some live. Wait, let's do some live. Source clone. CM PNG tuber. And we're gonna clone my source, which is gonna be the PNG tuber. Where do I have it? Let's see. Cams. Where's my cams? I have too many sources, chat. I have too many sources in my OBS. And like I'm pretty organized in OBS because I love organization and having things organized. But it's not perfect. It's not perfect. Wait, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, I need to drag it down. Hang on, chat. Hang on. Don't leave, chat. I'm doing live stuff here. Because I also need to make it bigger. Because it is a clone, so I need to make it bigger. That's what she said. Oh, wait, not that one. Wait, where is it? Oh, yeah, that's a VTuber. This one. I need to... Wait, let's lock that. I need to make this bigger. Then we're putting it here. And maybe even more bigger. Like that. And then we put it there. Alright, and then we lock it. And then I'm gonna copy the filters of this one. Copy filters. And then I'm gonna paste those filters here. There we go. Look at that. And now it looks like, you know, the actual thing. It's also beschimpfen in German. Oh, there you go. Nice. Alright, anyway, chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm not going to be back here again this weekend because I'm most likely going to be gone during the weekend. So check out any of the other amazing streams that are live. Looking at Eurex, if you are going live this weekend, I hope some of my viewers can go to you and still have a great time. At least I know you will have a great time if you go to Rex's stream. I know you will have a good time. So, you know, don't stay away for that. But yeah, otherwise, I hope to see you again next week at some point. Maybe Monday, probably not. So probably again on Wednesday. I'll be back with, I'm guessing, some more Dead Space. Unless we find something else to play. Maybe we'll play some more The Sims. But probably Dead Space, because I do want to finish that game on stream. So I do want to keep playing that. I do need to find some more images to use in my thumbnails, though. Because I found 2 key art images for Dead Space that I use in my thumbnails. But I need to find some more to get some variation. Anyway, chat. Thank you so much for being here. I had a great time. Love your faces. Here's your raid message before I forget. This is a delicious raid. As always, the one at the top with our emotes are for our subscribers. And the one below that is for our non-subscribers that you can use with either those emotes or you can substitute them for your own or your favorite streamers emotes instead, whichever you prefer. Right. Well, that's it for me. That's it for me. I'm gonna go get some sleepy soon after I eat my snack. And I'm gonna say, as always, that the last thing that I say is that my name is MrJordilicious. You guys have all been extremely delicious yourselves as well. Take care. Have a good one. And hopefully I will see you on the next stream. Bye-bye now.